Medley, and it's been what's the word? Uh, soggy.
Wumpy.
I was getting all my words confused. I was thinking sloggy. No, if something's a slog, then it's like a dull tread. But soppy? No, things are sopping wet. But we're almost there, and I couldn't remember. Soggy. I was like, oh, I know that there's a word like it.
Yeah.
I feel like
I'm glad we got there in
something
the end.
wet versus soggy. Soggy feels like it's been wet long
Full
enough
of-
that it's had an effect on it beyond just being wet.
I think, yeah, soggy to me, when someone says something soggy, it means the water has soaked into something. The dirt is muddy. And, like, maybe your clothes are just, they're not just wet, they're damp because they've absorbed the moisture, they've absorbed the water.
Yeah.
A swamp is soggy, right? But a parking lot isn't soggy in the rain, it's just a wet parking lot. You know, it doesn't really soak into anything that much.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like I don't know that,
But soggy
that a
dirt is
hard-
mud.
yeah, like I don't know that a hard object would ever be considered soggy. It would just be wet.
I will say, I really do hope we're live, because we don't want people missing this gold right here.
Unfortunately, we are.
Oh, no. Oh, unfortunately we are. Oh, good. I think.
I got you there.
Yeah.
We don't... Oh, boy. How unfortunate. We are live once again. Back to this fucking charade we call our lives.
Oh, maybe
Ugh.
for you.
I got my soggy dirt, my soggy shirt. It's all soggy. Actually, my house isn't soggy at all. This
Well, that's
kindly
good.
roofing came in and fixed it.
Oh yeah, apparently I hit 400k subscribers just like 5 minutes ago. Hey.
Hooray! Yay! Bum bum ba bum. Your subscriber count is soggy.
Oh, is that good?
Yes.
Oh well, good. Yeah. Maybe I'll do a stream for that or something at some point. I don't know.
And then we got to do one for Mueller, getting to the EFAP channel, getting to 100k.
I figure maybe the idea for that will be get as many people as we can to play Gothic Phone.
I think that would be a solid idea.
Best way to do it.
Yeah, I think that'll be good.
All right. So today we're hopefully going to get
today.
the other quote-unquote half of the Hasan EFAP Super Chats done.
Nice.
After that, we'll be going on to the Catchup for Hasan stream Super Chats because those obviously didn't get answered either. And then if we're able to do it, we will then do today's ones. I doubt we'll be able to get through more than that. That would be probably going to be it. But
we'll
hey,
find out. We'll find
we'll
out.
Just go for it.
One super chatter at a time.
Muller, a Q&A? Oh wait, that's every Super Chat stream. So that's kind of how I feel about that. I had plans to do more Q&As, but they've just been subsumed by EFAP and Super Chat catch-up. Like, I just don't see how all the questions get answered here, so it just seems pointless.
Yeah.
At Muller,
When do we get to ask the questions? That's what I
the
want to know.
audience?
How about you ask the questions and they gotta answer them? See how easy it is.
All right. Here's the first one. What's your favorite episode of EFAP? Let's see what the answers are.
Oh,
Just only post the number, okay? Oh, I meant ask the questions to the
word.
audience. You don't have to answer.
Yeah. I instinctively hear someone ask a question, and my brain just goes, "Oh, come on, go on, answer it." That was an interrogative question. Do it. Come on. That's how I've been trained. That's how Mahler's trained me in EFAP.
Oh, look at all these answers. Got 200, didn't even happen yet. 100, 150, 93. Of course 93 is in there. 100, 150, 66. What did we do on 66?
I'm not the best at
yeah, I remember.
Yeah, I'm not the best at remembering the numbers of EFAPs, so I will need to keep a thing open. So what was 66? EFAP 66.
That was our most viewed one.
Full breakdown of Star Wars Episode 9, Rise of Skywalker. That was a great one.
Yeah, it was The Long Boy. That film was bad, guys. Bad.
That was a bad boy. That's at 1 million views, by the way.
Oh, is it?
1,008,000
Damn.
794. So, arguably within this week, that hit 1 million. So, hooray!
Yay.
Here, note to the editor: add confetti in post and like noises and stuff.
I don't think they edited
Hooray!
the Super Chat Catchup ones, man.
1,009,000 views.
Mhm.
I think is that our only 1 million count EFAP?
Yeah, definitely none of the other ones are. That's the only one to get that high for sure. Neat.
Well, I wouldn't want it to be any other one.
Yes.
If it feels appropriate. TLJ brought us together, and then we got a 1 million for the eulogy for TLJ, which was the Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah. Who knows? Maybe one day they'll give us an episode 10. It'll be great.
They absolutely will one day give us an episode 10. You know that they're just waiting to see how the shows do. Timing. You know they're waiting.
This is straw
Like
poll. What am I gonna do? Put episodes 1 through 181 on a straw
Yeah,
poll?
fucking do it.
That would be insane,
That would be
ridiculous,
insane.
nonsense. So instead, I shall simply start reading these super chats. So
There we go.
first one, and obviously these are from that halfway through the stream at this point. So who knows what we'll get. At Mola, have you seen the video "How Sally Destroys Sue"? The really good playlist. I promise it's relevant to the current topic. I have no idea what that is. Right? That sound familiar to you guys?
How Sally Destroys Sue. How it says revisiting the threat narrative. It is a 6.5-minute video. So yeah, I don't.
Okay.
9 years ago.
How can you say you support the working class and then just say that's the way it is? Deal with it. Wow, brainlet Hasan.
Yeah, because they don't. Because he doesn't care. A lot of them don't really.
Dude,
but
he does care to a degree
no
because he is the working class and he cares about himself.
Oh, it's true. He works very hard. He is part of the working class.
Working hard. What a good
He
lad.
is as shocked as anyone else to realize he is not part of the working class. He's one of the elites.
I mean, you
of
could
our
tell that
society.
was bullshit. He struggled to continue to say it in that clip. He was like, "Yeah, I'm kind of working class." It's like, no, you know it, we know it. No. I like goblins. They are cool.
Goblins? It depends.
Goblins,
I guess it depends. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yes, goblins are like orcs. They are yeah, that's a wide swath of different body types and cultures and aesthetics. They cover everything. You got your WoW kind of dwarves and your your dwarf. Well, you do have dwarves in WoW, but you have your Dungeons and Dragons and Pathfinder goblins. You have your scary goblins from Lord of the Rings. You have goblins from like Princess and the Goblins. That's a movie. That was quite an animated movie. That was fun. Princess and the Goblin. Goblins, all kinds of things. So sometimes goblins are cool. Sometimes they're not cool and they're disgusting. Kind of like people, actually.
Yeah, people can be disgusting.
Yeah, people can be disgusting and subhuman, but they can also be amazing.
So anyway, I won't take any of Hasan's promises. They are empty like his head. Oof.
Oh
No,
boy.
that's not. I'll throw a hypothesis. His head is not empty. It is full of himself.
Nice. I'd say it's dense all the way through. It's like just poured concrete in there.
It is dense. How can a man be so empty, so vapid, and yet so dense?
Incredible, really.
It's a philosophical Hasan question.
In the newest
Schrodinger.
Harry Potter movie, the leader of the magical world has been chosen by an infant magic deer without democracy. Rowling can't write politics. Laugh my ass off. I don't even know what that's supposed to mean.
An infant magical deer? Well, that fits in with Harry Potter, where you can say anything is the way it is, and you're like, yeah, it's an infant magical deer chooses the president, magic president.
I mean, the sorting hat's pretty terrifying, isn't it? Sense. Like it reads
Yeah,
your
it's
mind
just
and
like,
knows
I'm
where you
gonna-
belong. It's like, what does that mean?
That is kind of weird. These are the kinds of... You know what? Harry Potter needs a big retrospective look at all this sort of thing that you didn't notice as a kid.
They do
As a
it.
kid, I'm like, oh, Sorting Hat, that's kind of fun. That's neat. And then
Yeah.
you're like, oh, you can just like look into my mind and my personality, and you
You've
know
decided that
what
I'm cunning
party I
and
belong to?
mischievous, and I belong in the evil house. Like, okay.
Nah, I'd want to be one of the bad boys. Put me in Slytherin. I want to be bad to the bone. No rules. Yeah.
Well, and they get snakes. Snakes are cool, but then again, yeah,
Snakes
is it a
are
raven
cool.
for the or an eagle for the?
Ravenclaw. Ravenclaw is Raven.
Oh right, yeah. I legit forgot it was even called Ravenclaw.
Hufflepuff, I think's a rabbit.
Is
Right?
it? I don't know.
I think so. That
then
sounds like
Gryffindor-
an animal you'd pair with. First off, Gryffindor isn't a griffin. Okay, whatever. But yeah, we have Ravenclaw, Slytherin, Hufflepuff, and Gryffindor.
Well, yeah, I don't know. Whatever. It'd be better if it
Someone
were
in chat,
randomized,
tell us.
okay? Because it makes children feel like they're evil or something.
That is strange, yeah. Do we ever meet any good Slytherins?
Well, Snape, right?
I suppose so, yeah. But do you think that she had that planned out when she started the thing?
I think she probably slipped into thinking, this will be fun, I'll make the kids who are kind of assholes go into Slytherin, and then most of them grow up to be evil people, and then she's like, wait, I may have fucked up here.
Do you think that those plot points, do you think they slithered in? What was the question?
Well, we
Oh,
pretty
the
much answered
magic
it.
deer.
I mean,
Magic
what else
deer.
can you say about a magic deer? It's like, alrighty.
Obey the magic deer.
Oh, its name is Obey?
Obey? Isn't it obey? Obey the magic deer. Appoints the leader. Jesus Christ. What's happening? Obey the magic deer.
The fantasy world, okay? Different rules.
Obey the magic deer, or you will be punished for your transgressions against is there a magic god? How does that work?
In
Is
the
there
Harry
like
Potter
some
universe?
ethereal super... Yeah, is there
I
like
don't
a
know.
god force?
Might be.
Is there some...
No
I don't know.
idea.
I don't know if there's like lots of lore about that universe that makes... I don't fucking know. You know what? I don't even care. Harry Potter is, you know, it's a thing.
I heard that apparently the new movie that just came out is expected to make less than $500 million globally,
Yeah.
which is that's
What's this budget?
probably means that they're not going to make any more. Like 200, 300 million, probably something like that. It's
Wow,
expensive
that's not
film.
much at all. I guess it's almost like, what is even Harry
Look at
Potter?
the-
I guess Harry Potter without Harry Potter, it's tough. How far can you
Well,
carry it?
I don't think it's
mean,
that.
I
It's
guess
the Johnny
don't
Depp
think
stuff
it's that. I
surely is
think-
having a huge effect on it.
I think it's a
Oh,
lot of
is
factors
that what
at
it-
once, right? Because Johnny Depp got removed from it, replaced.
Oh,
of course,
okay.
J.K. Rowling is her reputation's not great.
She's in
At
constant
least,
controversy, so...
Yeah,
there's- I mean, you can't know that those are the two things that did it, but...
I would
I
say
don't
the
know.
Johnny
Odd,
Depp
no,
thing matters
it's
way more
odd.
than the J.K. Rowling thing.
I guess it depends on what we mean by matters in terms of how it impacts box office, right? All that matters is what is like the most broadly perceived thing that people are aware of. But it's hard to say. It just seems like it's a lot of factor, and I guess as well, it's probably not even worth understating. Like, just maybe there's just not that much interest in Harry Potter as an IP anymore.
Well, I guess you need to
Yeah.
look at the trends on the first two. How are they doing?
The first one did pretty well. Second one didn't do as well. This one's doing not as well again.
Could
So
genuinely be... Like, if a wizard just came down and said it has nothing to do with either of those things, it's just the film is not popular, and you'd be like, oh, okay.
I can believe it.
I could believe
could also
it.
be that the film's just not good. I have no idea.
Oh, yeah,
I don't
we
know
haven't
the
even
last time
talked
that's
about
affected
quality.
box office for whether or not the
Yeah,
film is good.
that's-
True.
Exactly. It doesn't even matter anymore if a film's good. People love all kinds of fucking slop, except Morbius.
I mean, Morbius
No
is
one likes Morbius.
on
Never-
set to make
no
a
one-
more billion, right?
More billion?
A billion. I think you mean 36
That-
trillion.
That pun was morbid.
The combined
mean?
GDP of the United States and the GDP of Morbius.
Morbius and
This is a
Morbius
fun
is
little
so-
cultural moment of everyone makes fun of Morbius, and it immediately becomes counterculture. Just be like, talk about how amazing it is.
Yeah.
It's just funny. I hope
Jeb
Jared
Bush
Leto's
finally
okay.
got it.
He just can't.
He's been in
sorry.
good stuff, right?
He
What is he?
can't
What has he done that's good that I'm aware of?
Fight Club?
It's
Was
been
he in
so long
Fight
since I've
Club?
seen that.
Yep.
I'll take your word for it. It's been so long since I've seen Fight Club.
Yeah, he's been in
What else?
plenty.
It's gotta be-
He was in the new Blade Runner. I've heard people like that.
I liked it. I think. I can't remember much.
I certainly enjoyed it a lot the first time I watched it. I thought it was a really good movie, but I'm not sure how I feel about it anymore.
Yeah, I have no clue about movies the second time now. Yeah.
Requiem for a Dream, Dallas Buyers Club. Oh, he was in that. He did that fucking awesome role in Suicide Squad. Yeah, that's the one.
Oh yeah, he did.
And then
He
reprised that
played.
role in Zack Snyder's Justice League.
Oh, that was. I don't know. That's Oscar snub was kind of annoying, but whatever. Dude, I just want to see him jerk Batman off. That was like the whole thing. I don't know. Like I just that's. What kind of genius is like told they can write that line but not show it? That's the reality we're in, I guess.
Slide down the bat pole, man. There ain't nothing wrong with that.
Exactly. So, crazy world we're in. Oh well.
Mm-hmm.
Morbius. We'll watch that on EFAP movies one day.
Maybe.
Oh, so maybe we're
Probably.
definitely gonna watch that on EFAP movies
We're
one day.
watching Morbius.
Happening. We're gonna.
I need to know how terrible it is.
I was gonna say it's a cultural landmark. Everyone's talking about it.
is.
So.
I gotta say, like, I really,
gotta
it's
watch
like,
it
I
now.
feel like I feel like we're just gonna watch it and it's gonna be like a typical bad movie. That's kind of what I'm
Tell you what,
expecting.
when that happens and we don't have anything to say about it, then you could say, "See, I told you."
Yeah, just keep it
Sure,
in your back pocket.
Yeah, keep that one for later. Cash that check when we get to the bank.
Not before.
Or are we not going to the bank? Are we going to Funland, where we have our EFAP movies? You
That
don't
is a
know.
fun
Your check
land.
is worthless. Your check is worthless at Funland, but if we go to the bank, you can cash it.
Funland, there is no money. It's a post-scarcity world where there's an abundance of joy. And who needs money when you've got happiness?
Yeah.
Except
Yeah.
when you've got bills.
That's just you try to like have some deep philosophical thought. It comes at the end of like this grand story about all these different people and characters, and you're just like, who needs that when you've got this? But there's also bills.
Yeah,
Like,
well,
oh.
reality comes screaming back in.
Yes, he's a bill.
Great. A-Team is here now. Everyone go home. Kappa. A-Team. Those are Sitch and Adam memes. Get them out of here. No, that's a different thing.
I know it's a different thing, but it's a. You remember the A-Team movie that they made like
Yeah.
10 years ago?
Didn't they have
I
two-
liked it.
Bradley Cooper
Yeah, and Liam Neeson.
and Liam Neeson. Yeah.
I liked it. I thought it was fun.
You're fun, Rags.
Yeah.
Ah, got
That
you.
film did come out 10 years ago. 2012 was 10 years ago, guys.
Didn't 2012 come out in 2012?
No,
Yeah.
it came out in 2009.
That's
What?
doesn't make any
Really?
sense. That wouldn't have happened.
Yeah,
You're
it came
fucking
out
with
in
me?
2000
Is that really when it
No.
came out?
Yeah, it came out in 2009.
Well, yeah, this
He
is
come
couldn't
out.
wait 3 years.
No, he
Rags,
needed to
the
get
got
it out.
studio
that
couldn't
close?
wait 3 years.
They waited 2009 years, and they couldn't wait 3 more.
Well, why would you want to release it on the day? You want to scare people and be like, "This is coming."
That's right, exactly. You want to get ahead of the
Well, I
Besides,
know,
they wanted
but
to make a
that's
sequel,
why
2013. So
if you said 2011 and you're like, yeah, it released in like November of 2011 or December of 2011, I'm like, hell yeah,
So
that gets
someone
people-
no, that's too
someone
late.
excited.
they wrote 2010. I want you to look it up because I'm like very confident that it was 2009. All right, I'm very confident about that one. Well, I'm just keeping an eye. Yeah, it was 2009. Yeah. I don't know. That's one of those weird things that I'm good at is remembering the release dates of video games and films. I wish I was good at remembering important things.
Let's test it out. When was Halo 2 released?
2004.
Ah, alright. I have no idea if
November
that's correct, but
2004.
alright.
Yeah, it was November 2004. Couldn't give you the exact date. I know Halo 3 came out on the 25th of September 2007.
What about the ODST?
2009.
Same year as 2012. Coincidence?
Yes, right. I think not.
What about Captain America: The First Avenger?
2011. July.
That's uncanny.
Maybe I should go for things a little harder.
Yeah, you should.
Okay. What about The Patriot?
The Patriot came out, I believe.
1776.
I believe The Patriot came out in 2000.
I actually don't know. I don't. These are not things I typically. I'm much better with the whole active faces and names thing.
I'm not good at either of those things.
1957.
What was that, sorry?
film,
I just follow you along on your movie
Someone asked
adventures.
12 Angry Men. It's 1957. The film, I think. Yeah, hold on. Let me see The Patriot. I want to know actually if I got that one right. Yeah, 2000. Yeah.
Nice. All right. Now to get we're entering hard mode. Okay, that was medium mode. I was thinking about it, I was like,
Wizard
no,
of
that's
Oz.
too hard.
Mario Kart 8 came out on Wii U in 2014. I think June.
Even probably right. No, that's too easy. Soul.
1998. Saw came out in 2002, I think.
I should really ask ones that I even know because I don't even know.
Oh, yeah. Hold on, let me double check that one. Saw. Pretty sure that came out in 2002. Alright. Hold on. I like how I'm just sitting here to double check. Saw. Oh, no, Saw came out in 2004. No, I was wrong.
Damn.
Yeah.
The logo.
Yeah, I guess
When
so.
did The Wizard of Oz come out?
I think The Wizard of Oz was 1939.
That's right.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. I'm proud of myself.
Did you know
on that one.
there was a silent movie for The Wizard of Oz in 1925. I have not seen it though.
That doesn't surprise me.
It is often overshadowed by its
The film,
its more
yeah.
culturally successful later installment. Though it was not necessarily it wasn't really a hit when it came out. It had a rough time when it came out. It didn't really make a lot of money. It's kind of like Blade Runner.
Well, Citizen Kane, I think, wasn't like a massive success when it came out in 1940. But later on, that did come out. 1917 came out in 20. Well, it depends on when you count it. I think it came out in the UK in 2019. Yeah, I think it's counted as a 2019 film in terms of like what it's counted for theatrically. The Thing by exact title. Oh wait, no, you can't do that to me. I don't know, because John Carpenter's, that was 1982, I think. But I don't know about the one before that. And then there was the reboot, that was 2011. First appearance of Bugs Bunny was in damn it, it was 1940, but I can't remember the exact name. It was damn it, I actually know that one. Princess Bride, I think that was 1994, wasn't it? Or am I 1996?
About Indiana Jones, first one.
Oh, 1981. Easy. And then 1984 for Temple of Doom, 1989, Last Crusade 2008, Crystal Skull. And I guess 2023 is the next one.
I need to rewatch
Hunt for
those
Red
movies.
October, what was that?
Oh shit, that's I think that's 1984.
Alright, I'm convinced. You are pretty good at this.
Yeah. Dude, Wikipedia is like really good. It's just a thing to. I mean, I
don't
guess
think
if you
that's the
wanna
answer to that. It's
You just
just
read that in your
No,
spare
I-
time.
because we all think Wikipedia is good, but I don't fucking have this encyclopedic knowledge of dates for release things.
Yeah, sure, but like it's not. I don't think it's that useful as a skill. Like,
Well, that's kind of,
I don't know.
you know, it's just like, I wonder how this happened. Is it just, you just like knowing this stuff?
I'm not sure. I think it might have just been a matter of that I
You
like
just retain
finding
it
this
once you do
stuff.
incidentally learn it.
Yeah, maybe. I think that's all that there was to it. It's just something I think it started with video games. That was something that was just, I don't know, I just knew when things came out. Like, I could tell you when all the consoles, like, released. and when a lot of games for them released, and I don't even know how I figured that out. I think, yeah, I have no idea. Do you just pay attention to that detail mainly? Maybe. Yeah, see, someone asked, does Fringa know the directors for each? It's like, yeah, that'd be a lot harder for me. For some of them, anyway.
A game I like to play that's more my speed with these sorts of why do you know this is doing the thing where you like you're given like 2 A-list actors and you have to connect them via there's like actor, movie, and then different actors in that movie, and then a different movie there, and until you get the other actor.
Right. Well, now people are asking Mass
Oh,
Effect
that reminds
1,
me of the
2007.
Wikipedia game.
I think Zelda 2 was 1986 or 7, because the first one was 1985, same year as Metroid. Same year as a lot of things, same year as Super Mario. No, Metroid was 1986. No, it might, yes, 1986, that's right. And then Super Metroid was 1994, Metroid Prime 2002, then 2 2004, 3 2007, and
I think
Fusion
it is called
came out in 2000.
6 Degrees of
Sonic
Kevin
6.
Bacon, but you can do it with anybody, obviously. But preferably better known actors, otherwise you're not going to have any fucking movies to work with.
When did Australia come out? Depends on your definitions. I mean, I guess if you were to count all of the Aboriginal cultures that were here, then it's up to 50,000 years ago, and then Australia was a colony of New South Wales in 1777, but then Federation was January 1st, 1901. Name one game and movie from each year from 1990, like 1990 onwards.
No.
I could do that, but I mean that's gonna take forever. We got super chats to catch up on.
Did you guys ever play the game on Wikipedia? I know when I was younger, we'd play the Wikipedia game where you would each go to a random Wikipedia page. I forget how we did it, but you went to a random Wikipedia page.
For that, isn't there?
I think there might be, yeah. And the object was you have the fewest amount of pages it takes for you to get to Hitler. That's the winner. And you can only use the links that are present in the Wikipedia entries, and you have to click all of those until you got to Hitler.
Yeah, no, I didn't do
Maybe that was just us who played that game, but it was fun.
There was Silence of the Lambs and Super Mario World came out in 1990. 1991's a bit harder for some reason. It's a little bit harder to think about what would have come out in 1991. Oh, well, yeah, maybe I can't do that. I could probably do it from 2000. I think that'd be easier. Oh, 91, damn. Alright, well. I mean, in any case, let's get back to the super chats.
On a fundraiser for Dev to get a tattoo of Hasan. That would be nice, yeah.
That would be nice. Who doesn't want a tattoo of Hasan?
Me.
Do you think Hasan has a tattoo of Hasan?
Yes.
Maybe he got a tattoo of himself. Maybe he thinks it's normal.
Destiny or did somebody talk to a? Is this actually a reference that we talked about in EFAP where someone got like a tattoo of Hasan and then?
Yeah, Chud Logic said one of his viewers did.
That's right. Yeah, now I remember.
Oof, boy.
Hey, that's love right there. They won't regret that. Every day.
They will not. They won't regret that every day.
It's
a stain on their body, like Hasan is a stain on the internet.
et al. Why say et al. Instead of their actual names? That's disrespectful, but hello.
What if their names were et al?
Well, then the punctuation would be wrong at that point.
Yeah, I suppose it would be.
So, unacceptable. Can someone ban this person, please? You.
Banned for misgendering.
Mispersoning.
He thinks that Al is an et.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Even more video game adaptations. Dwayne Johnson might star in the live-action It Takes Two film adaptation. It's like that co-op game by that guy, Game Awards, who's funny.
Mm-hmm.
Who made a lot of games that are apparently really good. They're making a lot of, because I saw it was like Jason Momoa's gonna star in a Minecraft movie as well.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I don't even know how you would adapt that into a.
I mean, I could see you making something really cool, but I don't think that's what they're gonna make. It's kind of the same as like. Wow, it is. I think. Imagine if you made a Minecraft movie that was like presented in the Minecraft world and nobody talked, and it was all through like like an animated film where there's no dialogue and it's all body language, kind of like what I want the Mario movie to be, but I know it won't be. I'm probably gonna hate that movie. I think I can see that now. I actually
so
really
too.
like Mario. Like, I really like Mario.
Mario's
as
a
an
cool
IP.
guy.
Beyond it just having a lot of meme value, I actually value it a lot. Like, Mario's
He's just
pretty
a plumber.
important.
That's just the movie. It's just he's just a plumber. They say, "Oh, he's a plumber from Italy. Fuck it. He
Nothing wrong
goes
being
to
a plumber?
houses." No, there isn't anything
No,
wrong being a
it's just
plumber.
that you can make a whole interesting movie about him just doing a plumber life in Mushroom
Yeah.
Kingdom. You know, what does Mario get up to in his off time? But yeah, that's, I mean, I don't know. I kind of expect, I think that movie's, man, Illumination. Like, Nintendo are involved, but, like, Shigeru Miyamoto was a producer, which kind of makes me a little more optimistic, but, yeah.
I'm looking for new work, and my uncle told me to check out a company called Noom. I was trying so hard not to laugh and have to explain an EFAP meme to someone else. Yeah,
He
Noom,
recommended
Noom,
Noom.
They're getting around, you know. It's just a lot of advertisements and stuff.
They wanted. So this guy wanted him to work at Noom.
Guess so.
Another one I see around a lot is Morning Brew. That's a more recent one. Like, if you watch a lot of financial YouTubers and stuff, you see, like, Morning Brew, where it's, like, a roundup of financial news for the day.
Oh, I thought it was like a coffee.
Well, the logo is coffee, but the idea is just, like, a curation.
It's like Java.
Where, like, a group of people will curate the information on, like, financial markets and stuff for you. Which I can see utility in that. I guess you can do it yourself, though. Like, so... Yeah, I don't know.
A truck driver killed a relative of mine on a foggy night because they exited the truck stop improperly to save on time and effort. Fuck consequentialism. Well, see, consequentialism, they would then be like, yeah, well, that means they shouldn't have done it according to consequentialism if it's going to lead to someone's death. Let's see, you know,
I'm sorry to hear that, though. Jeez.
No, absolutely, yeah. Like it's, I doubt the person who was driving felt that they were, in a way, justified because, like, it meant they didn't have to spend as much time and effort to achieve a similar outcome or whatever. But that's just.
I doubt they thought about it that much. They just wanted. Wow, yeah.
Lazy.
Damn, that sucks, though.
Yeah. Already. Love the content, gents. Jay's Doctor Who video was very solid and was super entertained by the house video. Shame Piker could not just apologize. Could be talking Noom night. Yeah, it makes you wonder how different everything would be if Hasan had just been chill about that. Because that's a stepping stone, much like many stepping stones are, that are just, his reputation has fallen apart.
I mean,
the fact he had one is depressing, but
yeah.
at least there's some silver lining.
So something that I've been thinking about a bit with I think, like, on some level Hasan knows what he's doing because the R place stuff with Destiny putting the Hungarian flag over that pixel art of his dog, because, like, the thing he kept saying is, oh yeah, you destroyed my art of my dead dog. Oh yeah, it was my dead dog. Like, he kept saying dead dog.
But I don't care.
But I don't care. It's just pixels. But my dead dog, and it's like, I feel like he's just hitting the things that he thinks he could have done a lot better if he knew what he was doing. In terms of, like, garnering sympathy for himself, but, like, it just feels like there was something in his brain that knew, oh, you should probably emphasize that your dog is dead, so that way you get more sympathy for the pixel art stuff.
It worked briefly, like, the Play subreddit had threads being, like, fucking horrible what Destiny did. And it's like, if you watch it from Destiny's POV, it's all a big fucking meme. Like,
it is. It's hilarious.
Just,
I was laughing my ass off watching that.
So the problem that Hasan had is he was laughing at the notion of blocking Destiny's art. You can't do that and get upset if they block your art. Like, you don't start fights that you're not willing to have. Like, you don't get to slap someone in the face and then get really upset when they, like, punch you. You know, like, you don't get to pick fights and then just sort of, like, get upset and, like, oh, why'd you do that to me? Like, I don't know, don't pick, like, goddamn.
I thought you wanted to play this game.
Well,
what are you talking about?
Well, not if I can lose.
Exactly. It's pretty simple. You like the idea of destroying someone else's work, but you really don't like it when it happens to you.
Yeah, well, my
Like-
work is mine, though.
Well, the way that he would justify it is, oh, well, Destiny's art was just whatever. Mine's of my dead dog. Like, it's
He made the
just-
flag of those cockroach Europeans.
Wow, remember, he was so like
Filthy.
vicious when he remember the clip. Yeah, like all of these harsh words.
Yeah,
It's
he like really
dude.
hates the Hungarian people on some deep level. I'm like, Jesus Christ, calm down.
I think it's actually less specific than that. I think he just wanted to insult the guy, knew he was Hungarian, and try to use that because it's like Jesus,
Maybe,
man.
yeah.
Which is just like you're just a bad person. Like this is
Wow.
as simple as it is.
Yeah.
But hey, top of the political Twitch. I don't know if you guys know about the recent one. It's just the shit is basically and the private jet to Coachella. Like he's having to deal with that.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
The shirt costs $1,100, right? Like a Gucci shirt or something.
Fucking insanity.
I don't understand spending like more than, dude. Like I don't know if it costs more than like a full blown suit. I don't understand it. Like, I don't get it. Like any shirt, just regular button-up shirt, you're spending more than like $100 on. Just seems odd to me.
I just love that, you know, like I seek out criticism, I use it for content. It's like, mate, you can run as fast as you can, but you gotta be able to escape the internet.
A private jet, that would cost a lot of money, right? Like a
Oh, for
private,
sure, yeah.
that costs like.
That's
like
the thing,
at
man. He's
least
just
$10,000.
drowning in money. No, sorry, he's working class, and he went on a private jet to Coachella at his $1,000
Yeah,
shit. Like, okay.
Sure, that's got to be a moment of like, I wonder if like a working class person has ever even flown like business class, let alone on a
Private jet.
private jet. That's oh man, that oh jeez.
Here we are, like sitting on a dinky little stream, me playing some Mario Kart Double Dash. We're not in the private plane, but you know what? I don't need to be.
You know
Something I
what?
really liked in Double Dash was like these cities. I always remember when I played it, like I wondered what the world looked like. You know, the like Mario Kart world and how it functioned. I always found this course really neat. It's like a real city in the Mushroom Kingdom.
Yeah. Cool world. Rags, you can be
Kinda-
here.
Yeah.
You just have to stop ruining grandma.
No.
And-
No.
and it's funny you say that because they follow up that immediately with, no, don't leave, stay, just don't ruin grandma again for the 4th time. Hi, Rags.
You can't keep getting away with it.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Also, hello. Oh, also, it's Hitler's birthday. It's 420.
Okay.
Can't believe I didn't notice that before. I don't know, just noticed.
Did you know the font for Hasan's social media on stream is not called Impact, but Luckiest Guy? That's the name for the font he uses? That's pretty funny.
Luckiest
That is
guy.
pretty funny.
Jeez. Wow. Got
It's
that right.
accurate.
Yeah.
Luckiest guy indeed. Can you imagine him? Can you imagine someone like Hasan being born in Uruk, right? The birth of civilization. Imagine him being born in, the 1600s. Like, how would you what do you have to offer that how do you survive?
I don't know, man. I think his survival rates would go up the further back you go into, like, caveman times.
I think so.
I think he would, because
Oh?
he's perfectly suited to just try and hit people with a stick and take their stuff.
Maybe that is the case.
You wouldn't have to worry about the morality of it. You just know it's his. And then as soon as someone tries to do it to him, he'd use his strength to be like, actually, I don't like it when you do it to me.
Yeah, because the modern world's a little more complicated. You have to try and navigate through it. Like you have to, because it's less about, oh no, saber-toothed tiger, run. Okay, I don't know why I'm like downplaying. Early humans were like really
Impressive.
capable. Yeah, they were
Artie?
really. Well, it's likely that on average they were actually like smarter than we were, that they had bigger brains and just a better capacity for understanding things and making tools. We know more, but like they were just all around well-rounded, like really sound people, I guess, in terms of their ability to take care of themselves and learn things and do things because they just had to be.
J8 cardboard. It was super effective. Yeah, it has been. The amount it can trip up them lot as well. I don't know why they have so much issue with someone eating a cardboard pizza, but you know. It's weird, I guess, you know. Oh, this says ER is alive. That's true. For those who don't know, he released a video. He was so upset by the Halo show that he made a video about episode 1. He got fucking struck down like 3 times in a row, but he's, I think it's up now. So.
That, yeah, that, I wonder, is it difficult to, like, actually do, like, Halo show coverage?
Just follow the usual rules and you should be fine.
Well, yeah, I guess I would be fine if I wanted to make, like, a Halo video. If I wanted to do that.
Obviously, when we do coverage of it, I'm just gonna do the usual rules for the EFAP stream as well. I still can't believe we did 3 full Arcane streams, complete with clips and lots of visuals, and I wasn't dinged for copyright at all.
They want you to share the good news.
Maybe. Hasan doesn't offer entertainment, he offers entertainment.
Oh shit.
Nice.
Oh,
got him.
Also, hi Doggo and Froggo.
Oh, hello.
Hasan is beating the shit out of that jelly man. Oh yeah, we said it was like a jelly man instead of a straw man, because it's like, it can't even stand.
No, it's just that, like, leave me be.
Just a pile of jelly in the vague shape of a human on
And
the
he's
ground.
just beating it, like, fuck you.
You
I already
filthy,
agreed with you, fuck you.
filthy jelly.
Filthy European jelly.
Filthy jam person.
Filthy is just a really harsh word. It's kind of like an odd thing to call anybody a filthy.
It only evokes some things in your head of like,
Yeah,
where
it's
are
like
you
calling
going with
someone
this?
vermin, you know?
Yeah.
A little bit, yeah.
Someone stop him. He's dragging them out back of the glue factory, lining them up against the wall and banning them. He's mad with power. Hello, Rags.
Hello.
To be fair, they were criticizing him.
Yeah. So, well, some of them.
Some of them were. Some of them were just like, oh man, you really think like banning him was the right move? And he's just like, well, you're bad too. What was like the lowest level of banning? I think someone
Person
said he
who
was.
said they didn't hate their life.
Oh yeah, that'd be it.
Right.
Don't hate your life, banned.
I don't hate my life. Banned.
And say keep, and that was when he said keep hating. Or am I mixing them up? Keep hating your life, working class, Andy.
Yeah, that's a different thing, but same sort of attitude.
I'm working class. Keep hating your life, working class. Andy. It's so perfect. Oh.
On your way to the glue factory. In Animal Farm, the horse that was sent to the glue factory was the hardest worker and most faithful of all the animals in the farm.
Yep.
Hasan going on
That's
that
right.
rant in front of the communist flag. Hasan is, he's such a character, you know? What can you say?
The horse was he was the one who believed in the cause, and he worked hard, and he gave everything he could because he was legitimately, he was pure in a sense, and they took advantage of his willingness to follow the party and to work hard. They took advantage of him, and once he stopped being useful, they got rid of him.
Good nuggies. Good day, but with nuggies. Nice.
Gnuggies. I like that gnuggies.
Why does Hasan look like Nuggy Discount Kylo Ben? Oh, Farquad. Okay.
Kylo Ben is an ancient meme. That one takes it. That one is
Yeah.
old.
We had Logic on. He was there for that one. I felt kind of bad for him. He had to
wow.
talk about Star Wars for like 5 hours. He's too cool for Star Wars, okay.
Very cool.
Hasan is a power-hungry control freak who revels in others' misery. He looks for an opportunity to be a horrible person. Kinda. I think it sort of comes to him naturally. I don't think he realizes.
He's just a kind of a cruel person.
Yeah, I don't know. It's unfortunate because he's of that age and he's learned so many horrible behaviors. You're just like, is he ever gonna unlearn that shit? And you're like,
Nope.
You guys are all in my top billion people. Nice.
Oh, nice.
Hasan Piker can't even self-reflect if his entire house was a hall of mirrors. For you,
He's a vampire.
I think it's about him being, you know.
Yeah, no, stupid. Yeah, but that would be funny if it was because he was a vampire. That's the surprise at the end of the joke.
He kind of is a
We think
vampire,
it's
though.
because he's dumb. He just sucks the content out of everything around. Yeah, yeah.
Because vampire is just such a great word to describe a person who is a fucking parasite. Like,
Wow, I wonder why that is.
yeah, I know. For you, the day your village was visited by the great M. Bison was the most important day of your life, but for me, it was Tuesday. Hasan Bison. I'm sure he feels that way regarding people complaining about him reacting. Like, this was some big event for you, but, you know, for me, it was just some random fucking video that I threw on, and now you lose that privilege.
Absolutely, I think that's how he thinks of it. Because he's a bit of an egotist. It's all about
just
him.
a bit. That's the thing, I do believe there are many mirrors in his house.
So he can look at himself all day. Look at how amazing I am. Look at this nice shirt.
God, Hasan is such
Mirror
a
on the
massive
wall.
tool. I'd use harsher language, but Susan's dainty ears are listening. Oh, it's very clear what you guys are feeling about Hasan at this point with these super chats. I'm getting an impression, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, watching this makes it clear. Hasan only learns by stimulus/response, like a flatworm.
The insult to flatworms. They're
Yeah, a
just
little
doing their
bit.
best down there. They're just doing what they can, you know?
They're doing
To
their
that little-
best.
Their
Exactly.
light sensitive spots on their heads, and they're just, man.
They're trying.
They are. They're doing the hustle. Those flatworms are hustling.
They really are.
Mola, use bully main theme when covering Hasan.
That's, yeah.
Could have done. It's a bit late now, but yeah. Watching these three idiots was
Next
akin to
time.
standing in the middle of the lake of Aeonia
Hey!
in Elden
oh,
Ring.
we covered.
Painful, and I can smell a bit of rotting flesh. Oh no.
It's Hasan's brain.
It could be.
It's like a vestigial organ.
That's the word I was looking for the other day. I'm gonna make a note of that. Vestigial. I kept, like, I was like, what is the word for, like, a superfluous organ? But I was like, that's not it. Or a thing. I'm pretty sure that's the one anyway. I'm writing that down now. Part of the thing I'm
Vestigial
writing.
organ. Oh, is it for your...
For whatever
For
it is
what?
I may be writing. Who knows?
Whatever it is you're doing it? Yes, it is funny to think that like Hasan's brain is like a snake's pelvis. You know, they're just these purely vestigial parts of the body that serve no purpose, and they've lost all function.
It's like a... It's the first thing his body would consume if he was starving. It's
Yeah.
like, well...
It's like the,
video game controller dances goofily under the word woot. That is the emote, I guess, yeah.
no, that's the comment. Those are the words that they said.
Mm-hmm. Showing some
That is
support.
hilarious.
Last week was amazing with the stupid Twitch girl. Can't wait to watch this one on playback. I expect a lot of laughs.
Which girl?
I mean, that's a kind way of putting it. Hasan Piker is a terrorist. Oh, I get it. I wouldn't go that far. Fucking hell. But he's
No,
an idiot.
terrorist. He's a terriblest.
Yeah.
'Cause he's bad. Oh.
The portable furnaces were allegedly used to get rid of bodies of both Ukrainian politicians and Russian soldiers to cover up the losses. I have no idea what would have prompted that super chat,
I have no clue.
but alright. A-Team reigns supreme. I'm not getting involved in this war between Adam and Sitch, okay?
Hey, not taking a side is taking a side.
I take the side of love. And if that's wrong, then
Are you Wonder
I'll be
Woman?
wrong.
Or is that the truth? Oh, okay, that's Wonder Woman, the side of the truth.
Mhm.
Okay.
Oh, Hasan just threatened to dock someone now? Is he literally just evil, dude? I don't even. This is just getting worse and worse. Hi, Rags.
Hi.
I like to... I always hesitate to call anybody evil. Because it's like...
I think if he had more... If he was the leader of a small country, he would be evil.
Yeah,
Because
like...
he'd do terrible, terrible things.
The more
But
moral
as
stuff people do, the easier it becomes to just say they're fucking evil. But like, legit, he's just a bad person, and it's a result of probably very poor understanding of ethics.
Definitely a bad person.
and-
I think it's just an aspect of he doesn't have the power to do a lot of the evil things he would otherwise do. Because if he was like the dictator of like a Cuba or some small island, think about all the things that he would just do because he could. And with his attitude,
he's like been spoiled his whole life, and it's like there's loads of psychology on this. Just like that's just what happens when you get everything exactly the way you want. There's just no reason for you to actually deal with consequence. You only ever get angry when things don't go exactly the way you want them to. Bratty. Hi, Rags.
Hello.
Rags, you're our dirty little Indel duck. I don't know what that is.
Our dirty little Indel duck?
Mutually, you're short. Oh. It just says fringy question mark after that.
Oh.
Meh.
Okay.
Adam, you're okay. Sitch is bad. Dev is weeb. Hi, Rags.
Hi. I still don't know what an Indel duck thing. That's not a thing. I googled it. That doesn't seem to be an Indel duck. So
Pity.
yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know.
I've been harassing Sitch and Adam for years with chats. Fair enough. Call it Twitch, the first circle of hell. I ended up settling on a name that was just very straightforward in terms of what's in the video. But yes, lots of good ideas. Clips could be called EFAP post-nut clarity.
It should be called post-FAP clarity.
I don't know what I would go with. Who are Eclipse chat. Hasan really is the worst of humanity. The way he thinks... Oh, sorry. Yeah, I guess that is the break of the sentence. He treats his subs and critics, if he had the power, he'd be on par with the worst dictators.
Hey!
I suppose you wouldn't want to, like, the worst thing you ever do to someone online shouldn't necessarily be extrapolated out into what you would do if you were suddenly the leader of a country, but I really do think you'd be a fucking terrible leader. Would do a lot of people get hurt. Twitch the Dark Descent, you're welcome.
Ooh, that's not a bad one.
Not a bad name. You guys eat boners. Love ya.
Nice.
Oh, alright, thank you.
I love me some boners.
Hi, EFAP. If you want to insult him in Turkish, I can help you guys. I'm Turkish and I hate Hasan. Also, hi, Rax.
You know what?
Those are
we
the
might
requirements,
need that for later.
You're all terrible people. Hasan is the bestest ever. Who else is going to make me feel smart? Well, can he really make you feel smart? Because, like, when you're smarter than, like, a doornail, it's like, well, yeah, yes. Nice.
What's the difference between a nail and a doornail?
Well, well, I don't know.
I assume the doornail like specialized for the
Just
door.
a nail in a door? Or maybe just a nail that's in a door.
Could be.
Yeah, maybe that's all it is. It's like, it is just a regular nail, but in a door, it's like, well, door nail now.
In specific, yeah. It's like a person, but if a person's born in America, they're an American person. So, carry on.
Call it JX's Inferno. Yeah, it's applicable, yeah, I could see it.
I don't know. I don't think Dante was being punished when Virgil showed him hell. Because I feel like Jay was taken advantage of and he was punished in a way. by these people.
I think it's
These
broad
said
enough
terrible
that it
things
can be
about 'em.
interpreted as
Yeah,
simply
maybe,
just
yeah.
a place of
A
he's
journey through a
shown a
terrible
place
place.
of yeah.
Yeah, it's fair enough.
Hasan, Attack of the Cat Boys. Yeah, the cat boy almost destroyed Hasan. He went nuts on that poor cat boy. Darth Hassanius, Chronicles of Nepotism. Yeah, you got lots of creativity with these names. I am Fringulus, Hungus Bungy Bungus.
Rolls off the tongue.
Yeah. I have no idea why they said that, but I agree with it.
Luck. Good luck putting that on a birthday cake.
It just says Chairman Now. Is that a name for a video, potentially? Or is it Chairman Now? I don't know.
Well, I guess, yeah, I think so. Instead of Chairman Mao.
Oh, yeah, that lines up, actually. The Divine Copody. Nice.
Not bad.
The Haunting of Hasan House. A Sangri Piker. I'm reading stories about barbarians from Conan to Genghis Khan. They're actually fairly smart. Don't insult them by comparing them to Hasan's hissy fit. Loving the arc, by the way. Well, barbarian has colloquial meaning. It doesn't have to refer directly to anyone who is also considered a barbarian historically. Don't worry about it. I'm sure Genghis Khan was far more intelligent than Hasan. Nobody's disputing that. Fun fact, Hatzegopteryx did eat sauropods as life on the island of Hatzeg. Made these giants shrink to human size. Teryx is the one with big head and short neck. Alright.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well. Alright.
The three Muscasteelers.
Muscasteelers.
Is it a coincidence that the stinky, toxic, filthy, bipedal rat mutant from League of Legends is also called Twitch? Good. I mean, I literally was harassed by an entire player base on a server in an MMO because I told a bunch of PvPers to go screw themselves. I'm gonna bet she got nothing in comparison. Oh, that's probably about Denims saying that she's gotten harassment. Well, one of the ones she cited to Jay on Twitter was someone just being critical. So,
yeah, it was
we obviously,
very...
a lot of us have just different ways of viewing what we would consider harassment.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the snowflake melts at the mildest of heat.
Gentlemen, welcome to Twitch streamers. That's kind of what that arc was. Hope you had fun. Pringles, you are so precious.
Don't know what that was in relation to, but...
It's you.
Well, sure, but... Alright.
Hasan Piker, the world is yours edition. Story feels
World
that
is
way.
mine edition.
Not engaging in the rape analogy is the sign of outpacing your opponents intellectually. Bilgan's Bagbo, the apex homosexualoid. That Bill Bag, he knew what he was talking about. The Arcade. Alright. This lolcow comp is sending me. I haven't laughed this hard in a long time. Bless you, Longman. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Fringy seems to really like animals. Rags, if I want to date a Fringy, is it wise to take that bird to the zoo?
Absolutely. Take him to the zoo. Zoos are great, because if you want to date a Fringy, Fringy loves animals. And what's at the zoo? That's right, animals.
It seems like a cheat
Animals
code
are
almost,
great.
doesn't it?
Yeah, animals are great. It really kind of is a cheat code. It's a life hack.
2 Stalker Bucks for the EFAP boys. Thank you very much.
Ooh, nice.
If people's brains were engines, Hasan's is a hamster in a wheel, but the wheel is locked up in rust and the hamster's been dead for 15 years. Just 15? I feel like it might be more than that. I have asked some artists I know about the paid and exposure argument, and let's just say they had some choice words. Dude, everyone has choice words for that at this point. Paid and exposure is not something you want to be caught saying, really. Yet, there we are. But even Hasan has the brain cells to actually realize he probably shouldn't have said it.
Even Hasan.
Impressive. I've asked... Oh, wait, yeah. Jacob slams laptop. What you bring me? Hasan slams table. That's not what... I didn't... slams table. I didn't say that, Biden. Oh, yeah, the... When he punched the... Everything I said about Biden was fucking true.
Oh, man. So mad.
He was so mad. EFAP crew, do you use headphones or speakers?
Headphones.
Of course.
I don't use either.
Absolutely.
I got earphones.
Yeah, I had to do that for a couple of days while I was waiting for my new headphones to come in. I did not like it. I like it headphones.
I am
So like the little
reverse.
things that you stick into your ears?
Yeah.
Oh, you like those?
Yeah, I get a lot of discomfort from headphones. I always have.
Huh, interesting.
Did try for a while. It didn't work out. Hasan is like Lalo Salamanca from Better Call Saul. Do you mean because he's evil? Like, 'cause I'm not sure what else you connected, because Hasan ain't as smart as Lalo. Certainly not. You know that quote stating that everyone has their hits and misses? I never thought this wouldn't apply to anyone, but here we are. Well, yeah, I haven't been witness to anything that relates to Hasan where I've gone like, nice, good job.
Well, yeah, because it's not enough to state something that's, like, obviously true. I feel like it's a matter of, especially if you're a political commentator, have you ever said something that's like, huh, interesting, you know? Like that kind of thought.
Which, I'm not trying to be mean, but I just don't think he's capable of saying something where I go, oh, wow, nice.
No, I don't really think so either.
Where did you learn to steal content? On a farm? Great job editing this clown destroying himself, Mubes. Hail the panel. Twitch had its chance, and hi rags.
Hello.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
High
you
school
worked very hard on it.
mentality? What kind of high school did you go to, Serge? People in high school are way smarter than this. Hasan is on kindergarten level.
What kind of kindergarten did you go to?
We all try to steal each other's like milk and cookies and shit. Here's $2 dues to celebrate being done.
Nice.
Celebrate being done. I wonder if that means we're at the end of the Hasan compilation at that point. I don't know.
Very well may be, but I'm not sure. You never know.
You
Is it
never
ever
know.
over?
Probably not. Re-upload on my birthday. What a gift. Yeah, no
Wow.
problem. There you go. This trilogy has been excellent. Jay is the best bait. As I've said before, a lot of Jay's traps were like completely accidental and as a result of Jay trying to be a good person, so...
It's like a Looney Tunes cartoon where
yeah.
the person, the animal being chased, is just going about their life, and incidentally something they do ends up in the coyote or whatever, falling or... yeah.
Hasan is the anti-EFAP. Never pause a frame. Empath.
Empath.
Evil EFAP. Driving from Phoenix to Houston. Thanks to the entertainment and keeping me awake. No problemo.
You bet.
Yeah. Must be a bizarre kind of experience, right? To like go for like 9-hour drives and you listened to one podcast. Like, huh. Because
Yeah.
I assume it can happen for people who are driving, but it can happen for myself. I assume for you guys as well, where you just like you talking about a subject, and then you go, "Wait, what? We're at 5 hours? When did? What?"
Yeah.
Sometimes it happens. You realize, oh shit, you've just been mouthy.
Yeah. Time flies when you're having fun, as they say. This is more frustration than the TRO video. Well, I suppose that would be the thing for like the Fappies every year if we ever actually engage in something
The
like that. Would be,
Fappies.
what is the worst video we've covered? And it's just like, it does, I guess, proximity to coverage makes it feel worse, but like, I wonder what people would vote at this point. What is the worst thing?
It's hard to tell because some things, like if someone said that Denims was worse than Hasan, I'd totally understand.
Yeah, I think you can make the argument. Just,
What gets to you?
mm-hmm. Forgive me for my cringe. You are forgiven.
You are forgiven. Go forth and cringe no more.
Could
Your
you actually?
penance is to post 15 Pepes.
Couldn't you actually sue him for the Nazi stuff? I'm pretty sure we could, except for the fact I don't think he ever directly names us.
Yeah.
So it's kind of.
It's weird. Yeah, you'd have to do a lot of stuff to show in court that it had actually really impacted you in a way.
That's one of the big aspects of defamation is you need to. Well, then again, it depends on which country you're in.
Because especially now, everyone's calling everyone a Nazi. Well, I say everyone because it seems to be mostly a one-way street, but yeah, it just doesn't happen as a thing.
I'll steal 1,000 videos before I let my channel die. Good movie. Remember how awesome the dinosaur seasons of Earth were? I never watched them.
No, I don't. I never watched them, yeah.
I just know the new one's coming out, and I'm gonna want to jump on that.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's the BBC one, right? Earth?
Yeah. Called something else.
Yeah, I can't remember what it's called.
Big shtick with this one is they're trying a lot harder to make the dinosaurs look like they probably would have.
Which is really cool, because I need that in my life.
Though I did see someone say that the T-Rex was pretty woke because it was a little bit flumpier. Yeah, I know. Like, please, can you just, like, escape the vortex of politics, please? I just want to see dinosaurs.
I don't care if there's some floof on the T-Rex. Fine.
I like more accurate to reality.
Yeah. Well, because, like, as far as I'm aware, they did everything they thought was accurate back when they made, like, Jurassic Park.
They did, because, yeah, but now we know a lot more. Well,
yeah.
We know more. It's hard when you're looking that far back into history.
The bubonic plague season was garbage, though. Oh, about planet Earth, maybe? Or something else? I don't know.
Anti-rat propaganda.
Yeah.
Rats
The current
are great.
season is also trash, but it has a few good episodes. Honestly, the previous season had a lot more intense stuff happen with the World War arc. I have no idea what's happening. What are we talking about?
I do not know about the World War arc.
Apparently this is all to do with how awesome the dinosaur seasons of Earth were. I don't think the dinosaurs ever did a World War or bubonic plague, so maybe these are different seasons
Yeah,
of a
unless
big
I'm
show?
not-
I'm not sure.
I might be just missing on my history, but
I remember learning about them using dinosaurs in World War II, and this is part of what inspired Fallen Kingdom. You know, when they were talking about how that's a viability, and that's a very good idea.
Yeah.
Hasan is boiling my blood. I'm an author. My stories have been stolen and put up on Amazon before they were published on my blog. Yeah, but you know, our story.
Our story.
I steal Frongo's explosion was glorious. Stream highlight. I think the timestamps that I pinned actually have that as one of the timestamps, like Fringy's rant, because toward the end there you were losing you're at your wits' end.
That was not fun.
Certainly in the moment, I think you'd probably have said that. I think you did say that's the worst thing we've covered on the show, right?
I think it might have been. Yeah, might be. But
what do you think, Rags?
as for... Sorry,
Worst.
someone sent me a video about the Riddler. What's the worst person we covered?
no, like the worst
Worst video.
Just, I guess whole stretch of content that we've had to.
Like, stretch of content in terms of an arc or of a...
I mean, if we're calling it an arc, it probably does take the cake, right?
this one,
The three
I
of them.
think so, yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know if I'm... Gosh, I mean, there's so many... I just don't know. I don't know.
Useless.
However, I'm gonna get a drink. I'll be right back. I need to wet my whistle.
Here's the title for the video of the 3 supercuts. Cacophony of Psychopathy, I guess. Cheeky and Greedy. Cheeky and Greedy. Does that summarize all 3 of them? Because I really did like... The one I came close to using was a couple people... It was in top comments for a couple of them, but it's like a Narnia thing. Like the Chronicles of Twitch streamers or something. And then it was the Liar, the Witch, and the Nuggies, I think was the... Which I like it as a series of... It is pretty funny. Maybe I'll change it to that one day. Why not? Oh man, someone Hasan'd my Connect 4 joke. I'm trying to remember. I remember Connect 4 and it being brought up.
Oh yeah, that's right. The Denims, or it was like Hasan. Yeah, couldn't win a game of Connect 4 if they had 5 opening turns.
Did Hasan just say someone making clips of things he said was slander? Yeah, well, he says, I let you have my clips. I let you know, he said you steal my clips. And don't make me DMCA you if you're gonna, like, do it negatively, basically. Like, he only wants you to do it if you're gonna do it positively, which is kind of funny to think about in terms of all this as a modifier. As if we'll get any fucking insight from him on this, though.
Yeah.
Any of you had a chance to see Sonic 2 yet? Not as good as 1, IMO. Glad you guys fixed Twitch. About time someone did that. Y'all should go back on Adam and Sitch. It's been too long. Also, hi Rags. Yeah, we'll probably end up back on there at some point. And yes, you did. I can't remember. Did you say it was better or worse than the first one?
I can't remember the first one well enough to say.
Well, there you go. And you got Fringy's coverage of it. I was on the previous EFAP. Go have a look.
Yeah.
Did Jonah Hill base his Brundon character on this guy? Brundon? I don't know who that is. What character that is, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
Just got out of Sonic 2 showing. 'Tis true cinema. Naturally. Does Jay's plush have anime eyes or hentai eyes? I'm afraid I don't know the difference. I'm gonna continue not knowing the difference for a long time, hopefully. Hello, Mubishly. I'm currently watching all the EFAPs in order and enjoying all the Tisms very much. I'm currently on 59 at 4 hours, 32 minutes, and 4 seconds and counting. Can't wait to catch up. Well, good luck, and I'm glad you're doing it. Glad you're doing it. I actually need to go for a moment. I should be back within minutes. Though I will say, we have caught up with the Hasan EFAP Super Chats.
Oh!
Done and done.
Okay, cool.
Next up will be the catch-up that we started those on. So I'll do that as soon as I come back. Enjoy the sultry sounds of this pause menu, everyone. And possibly Fringy talking to you in chat. I don't even know. BRB.
So I guess I'm the only one here, aren't I? It's for me to entertain. I play a J video, and that's a thought. I can't dance. I can't. It's just a little picture of my face. Have you caught up on the Halo show? No, I haven't. I'm only up to episode 2, but I've seen parts of episodes 3 and 4. Oh boy. That whole show has been a pretty painful experience, I gotta say. It's like, especially when you've got a show, I feel like a broken record at this point, but when you've got a show that's like based on an IP that's super duper rich, it's and then you just decide to discard basically everything that was really cool about that IP.
Oh, are you talking about Halo?
Yeah. It's just what is frustrating about it to me. Like, it's, that it was based on something really cool that was made by people with less resources who weren't professional writers. And, yeah.
I told someone, Halo is not a complex thing, it's just executed very well.
It's not that complex. On its face, it's actually really simple. But if you dig deeper, there's a lot more to it. Whereas it feels like with the show, they're almost trying to like be, look at how deep we are on its face, but it's actually kind of like less deep, at least so far. But who knows? Maybe everything turned around in the 2 episodes afterward. I highly doubt it. Regale us on the tale of the Great Emu War. I can't remember all the details off the top of my head. All I remember is that they had Lewis guns, and that wasn't good enough. What hurts more, Halo 5 or the show? Probably Halo 5. Halo 5 is canon, as much as they've tried to pretend. And again, I didn't even beat Halo Infinite.
Do you think you're ever gonna?
Nah, not feeling particularly.
How many hours did you play in the campaign? Is it like long, or is it just tedious?
I think I was like halfway through, maybe. I think what I started to realize was that the open world kind of it's not that impressive to me. Like it's a cool sandbox, I guess, but as an open world, it's not hugely.
Like this would be great in Forge.
It would be a really good Forge area for sure, but it ain't, because Forge doesn't exist yet. I guess it's funny to think about when you think about like Forge World. You know, Forge World is like this big environment that was very deliberately designed to have a certain set of locations that would be useful for different game types and maps.
Oh yeah,
That was a really good idea. And maybe that's what you could do with like the Halo. I guess it's just Halo Infinite's open world is one biome. Like it's just the one place. It's really like there's not much diversity. Well, yeah, I guess it's just that when you think about Halo 1, again, a game made with appreciably fewer resources that had like several different biomes that you could explore.
Yeah,
you had like
snow
beach with the silent cartographer, the forests,
swamps.
and you had swamps and the snowy areas, and then of course just like the Forerunner,
all the interiors.
I mean, you got the Forerunner facilities in the open world for sure, but like, I think something that's been floated around, and apparently it's been leaked, and there are a couple of details that have been leaked of the Battle Royale mode in Halo Infinite.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
I kind of wouldn't be surprised if the Halo Infinite open world is like the backdrop for that. That's the map for
That's what a lot of people have been saying, as you know, in the last months. They've been saying, playing a lot of this Halo thing, this really seems like a battle royale map based off of how big it is and the spaces and how the buildings aren't very deep.
Exactly.
Things like that.
The buildings are big enough for a couple of rooms to find some items and boxes or things that would be hidden in there. But I mean, as for a place, it's like it doesn't. I don't know if it feels like a deliberate open world area as opposed to a place that was designed for oh, and that's something I'm remembering too. You remember that tech demo that was like the reveal for this game and how it had a desert and it had oceans and stuff? It's just not in the game. Like, I know it was 3 years ago, so like 4 years ago nearly, so we all forget about it, but like that, I don't know, like something obviously went wrong with that game. And I think what I realized when I was playing it is, I'm not like invested in Halo anymore in terms of its story now. Like it's kind of done. Halo 5 kind of killed it. So I'm kind of, I guess, Halo 5 is more, because like at least with the show, for as bad as it is, it can easily be sort of separated. Like it's not part of the Halo canon. It's like its own little separate shit thing. Whereas Halo 5, for as much as I've tried to ignore it, like it happened and it's terrible.
Yeah, it's a game surrounded by games. You know, a game is what it is. It's not separated by being not a game.
Yeah. 2/3 of the campaign was cut in Infinite. Yeah, that's a lot though, because I mean, Halo 2 was kind of notorious for how much content they had to cut, but it wasn't 2/3 of the game. It was like a third. It was the ending, really. But like 2/3 of the campaign being cut, it's like, goddamn, something just went wrong with that game. They spent too long working on that engine that apparently has a lot of issues with it, and I don't know, something went wrong. Snoop Dogg got added into Call of Duty Vanguard and Warzone yesterday. Like,
because that's just, I guess that's just what that game is. Just it's this build. It's like a more serious Fortnite.
But I mean, I guess is there not a really like element to a World War II game that has characters in like crazy costumes, like running around doing these like oh look at these sick executions and all that? Is that not like a little off? You know,
I know
like
what
that's
you mean.
something
I know what you mean.
because that's what Vanguard is, right? It's like oh look, it's about special forces, like in.
Yeah,
And I've seen the trailers, and it's got them doing like running around in open, not utilizing cover, like 3 people taking on a whole garrison. And it always feels really awkward to me because it's like I don't know, man. Like what? Like World War II was a lot of people working together, logistics, a whole bunch of soldiers. Like it's not about like one or two like crazy sick
super soldier
moves
types.
and
Yeah.
flips and stuff. Yeah, but it's kind of like that's the structure of these games is you need to have characters who have their like crazy skins because that's like how you monetize these games, and it gets really hard to do that if you don't have hyper unique special super duper characters that people you know like latch onto. It's
And
yeah, I don't know.
yeah, it depends on how far into the hero shooter aspect you want to go because you want to be able to distinguish enemies and what they're capable of based
Hmm.
off of appearance, but at the same time, it takes away from, how much does that fit within the framework of the kind of game that you're making? If you build it from the ground up and you make your Apex Legends or whatever, where it's about specific characters who have specific abilities that you know and can identify at a distance, that's fine. But if it's like a world, I feel like a World War II game that's supposed to be like a battle royale,
I
I don't
guess
know. It
that's
just
kind of the funny thing about all this is it feels like my ability to get immersed has decreased dramatically. Because in Modern Warfare 2, they're just soldiers. They're just they're just soldiers running around. And of course there were duplicates of like the characters, but they were just soldiers, part of whatever faction. Like there used to be teams that made sense for the location that you were in.
yeah.
Um, but now it is just like a whole bunch of like hero characters running around in crazy skins. It's like the I don't know if I'd call it the death of art style, but it's certainly like the death of cohesion. Like in universe, it's just getting harder and harder. It's like it is a video game space. This is not yeah. But I mean it makes money, right? So that's makes a lot of money. Like $1 billion a quarter or something, or like or a year at least. And yeah, it's kind of a yeah, I don't know. I want a Gandalf skin. Yeah, well, that's probably only a matter
Why
of
not?
time. When do we get a Lord of the Rings Battle Royale? All in good time. Yeah, that may well happen. So Master Chief is still in hypersleep on the forward onto doing Halo 4, 5, and Infinite are just a horrible nightmare. Yeah, that's honestly like the best way to... That's honestly... That has to be the way that you would treat it. 1 through Reach, it's so full circle, and then 4 just lumbers in. Oh, God damn. Have we all seen Moon Knight or not yet? Well, episode 4 is out now, right? And that's the one that everybody's saying is the game changer, the massive, incredible, awesome episode that makes everything awesome.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
We'll see
Heard that
about that.
10 times before.
I've seen screenshots posted on Twitter. It's like it seems like it's kind of insane. But I that's kind of my. I always wonder if it's like that's the reason why people are talking about how awesome it is because it's like insane and weird rather than because it explains everything. So we'll have to see about that. That's that about every episode. Well, something you may have noticed as a trend is it seems like generally every single Marvel show as it's coming out is the one that everybody says is really cool. But as for whether or not they can tell you anything about it, like in 3 months' time, I feel like you could ask a lot of people who said Falcon and Winter Soldier was amazing. It's like, hey, could you tell me what happens in like episode 3? Could you just go over it for me? I think you'd get some pretty unsatisfactory answers. It just seems that way. Like when WandaVision was coming out, it's like, oh, this is amazing. Falcon Winter Soldier, oh, this is amazing. Loki, wow, this is amazing. And like Hawkeye, wow, this is awesome. And now Moon Knight, and then it'll probably happen with the other ones too. Love and Thunder trailer thoughts. There's not much to latch onto, but I get the impression that like what we
Very
see in that
worried.
trailer is. Yeah, I'm worried about that film. I think I think Endgame put Thor in a really bad place. It's sort of a meme that people keep pointing out as like now it's constantly like Thor trying to figure out who he is, which is a little bit. It's like, yeah, I don't know. I feel like because I know now like a lot of people shitting on Ragnarok. I like Ragnarok a lot. I think Ragnarok still works in terms of a core narrative thrust that lines up with Thor's journey up until that point. And then Infinity War put him in a really good place, and then Endgame put him in a really bad place.
Yeah, I really like Ragnarok. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, as someone's pointed out here, and I basically think this is true. Yeah, the Love and Thunder trailer is scenes from the first 20 minutes of the movie. No villain, not much Jane, who would dominate the plot. It's like, yeah, I kind of feel like it's not what we see in the trailer is like an opening montage of him hanging out with the Guardians, and then getting back in shape, and then like I feel like there was so little that we saw of what was like. Because Jane's like a main character, but if we don't see her in any of the shots or in any of the scenes, it's like, well, so clearly this is taking place earlier on in the film. I would imagine the Guardians are not barely in it, but like, I imagine they're not in it that much.
I think they're going to be barely in it.
I think they're going to be barely in it. We'll have them at the beginning, and then
maybe
they'll
the
leave, and then it'll be... I don't think they're coming back at the end.
Yeah,
I don't think we'll see them until the next Guardians movie.
And then it will just be, Thor, Jane, and Valkyrie going off on their own adventure, which is fine, but I mean, I don't know why they didn't show that in the trailer other than to give people not as clear of an impression of what the story's really going to be about. At least that's how it comes across.
Mm-hmm. There was one hi Rags while you were gone, Rags.
Oh, hello.
But yeah, we finished the Hasan EFAP stream super chats. So now we're on to the catch-up ones that we were getting when we did the first half. Is everyone ready?
I am definitely ready.
Excellent. For the first one, coincidentally, Hasan has been receiving flack from comedians Abba and Preach recently as well. Yeah, I recommend their videos on him. They're very funny. They're just two guys. I don't know anything about their channel. They were roasting him a bit, and he was losing massively. But that's no shock. I don't think I've ever seen Hasan debate somebody and do well. I've seen him do a couple.
Abba and Preach?
Yeah, ABA and Preach. And obviously just search that and Hasan. I think there's 2 videos. They're pretty good.
I've never heard of Abba and Preach.
Neither have I.
I've heard of them.
Hasan,
it's the first I've heard of him.
Yeah, let me open that in a new tab. I'll check that out later.
Wings quote of the day. Reading chat. Can you give a shout out to my boy? You know this one,
no.
Frank.
I know this one. Yeah, I know this one. No, you can't. You can't.
Yeah, it's a weird way you say it. Sounds like another thing that gets you banned on YouTube. And then he says, "Yeah, boy," and repeats that name, and then he goes, "Oh no, I see what you're doing."
Hey, exactly. Yeah. I see what you're doing.
That's a great quote. Yeah. John Campion's got one of them. Very funny. Snail of the day, metal foot snail. It uses actual iron to make its shell and scales and slugs. Oh, sorry, that's that.
Metal foot snail? What's it called?
That's all they got, yeah, that's it apparently.
So the first thing that pops up for the metal foot snail is the scaly foot gastropod. The shell is of a unique construction with 3 layers. The outer layer consists of iron sulfides. The middle layer is equivalent to the organic periosticum found in other gastropods, and the innermost layer is made of aragonite.
Neat.
Let me see if I'll post a picture so you can see the scaly foot gastropod. That's a creature.
Yeah, cool. And then slug of the day, the leaf sheep and emerald slug. They can photosynthesize. How about that?
Interesting.
Oh, I might have given the wrong thing. It's weird that this is being confused with other things, but here we go.
What's your spice food tolerance level?
I don't really like spicy food that much. A little bit I really like, but
I am
I'm not
huge into
super
spicy
into it.
food. Love it.
I'd say I'm moderately into it.
Oh, hey, look at that. We've got a whole breadth of reactions there. Beautiful.
Yeah.
How do you guys feel about curry, just in general?
Never
Not
had
the
it.
biggest fan of curry, really.
Wow. Well, I'm British, so we fucking love curry over here.
Yeah.
It hasn't curried quite of an audience over here.
Oh,
Interesting.
I'll be here all week.
That's right.
Thoughts on possibly doing EFAP gaming for Halo Infinite's campaign when co-op comes out? Possibly even a Halo arc for all the games on MCC? That was always a partial plan. The only problem is that, is it the first? Which games have 2 only rather than 4? 1 and 2?
I think 1, 2, and 3 only have 2, I think. Right? I
I
they're
think
all...
three has 4 players, right? You play as elites.
I thought-
if you're.
Oh, I thought it was just Chief and Arbiter. I didn't know it was 4-player co-op. And then
I think you
I
can
think
have
Halo-
4. I'm not sure. I think the issue there is that unfortunately these games use like a host system, so everyone who isn't the host is going to be lagging, which could be a big issue considering our geographic circumstances.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess we'll have to lower the difficulty then.
We'll think of something.
Yeah, we'll put a
We'll
maybe
find
on that, and we'll do testing, see if it's viable. See. Never forget the pew-pews we lost along the way. Of course not. Green Frog Goo Birdman. Stop laughing at ghosts every time I bring it up. It's high art. You're also high rags.
Oh, hi.
Laughing at ghosts? What?
I don't know.
Lol,
what that's
ghosts.
about.
I don't feel like Fringy laughs at ghosts. He understands their plight.
Yeah, it's probably hard being a ghost. Look at me, I'm all like non-corporeal. I can't. Yeah,
not nice,
feels
is
like
it?
it actually do. Yeah. I think there was a
Suppose
show
it's-
that explored that a little bit.
suppose it's fine if you want to be a ghost.
If you want to be a ghost, of course.
Appreciate you guys' consistency, depth of responses to subjects, and dedication to quality on top of your stance regarding advertisement while maintaining your passion. Means a lot, also high rags.
Hello.
That's one of those comments where it's like, that's very kind of you. Like, 'cause
Yeah.
if I were to agree with it, it's just super awkward. So I'll just say, like, we're trying our best to do those things. So, yeah, we hope it has some form of an effect if we can achieve something close to it. I think Mike meant discount Nick Frost in Half in the Bag. Oh, when he said discount Simon Pegg. Yeah, I found that really strange when they kept saying the guy in Moonfall was like a discount
Yeah.
Simon Pegg. I thought maybe they were talking about a personality archetype, but the thing is, Simon Pegg's played a lot of different characters, so I guess I wasn't exactly
get
sure what they were going for.
Say that, but
But if they meant Nick Frost, I guess I'd still be a little bit confused, honestly.
yeah, Nick Frost I see more than Simon Pegg.
I have watched all EFAP episodes and I was never pissed because of the coverage until the latest Hasan episode. It's such an awful worm creature.
An awful worm creature.
Or worms.
True.
They have to be sat on so that people can efficiently describe Hasan. Hello everyone. EFAP on Stranger Things 4? No. I don't even know I'll be watching that, honestly. But, I'm not going to make these guys watch whatever they need to catch up on it. Fuck that. Hasan, 2 toilets next to each other. Does he poop with people? Why else have it? I don't think he has the 2 toilets next to each other.
Unless he's looking at flex on people, I guess.
Of course. Chicken nuggets are made from Wesker's smooshed foot. I think they meant food.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Foot.
Smoosh food.
His smooshed food.
Okay, how about this one? Mike Tyson in his prime versus Hasan, but Hasan is as strong as he is stupid. Whoa.
Oh, Hasan.
Well, Tyson's got power and intelligence, while Hasan would just be like, he'd be really strong, but he wouldn't know how to use it, if that makes sense.
I think the sheer strength because he is really dumb.
It's true. We're talking because this is the thing. With enough strength, you're looking at almost invulnerability to damage, right?
At that point, yeah.
It's like Hasan doesn't even recognize when he's taking damage. Oh yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, he might. Yeah, he's so stupid he can't even like feel pain. He's just numbed.
He did say that actually, numb to it. So
That's good. That's because all those years seeking out criticism has made him numb to it.
So Tyson could, but I just don't know if he can actually. I just need to know if Tyson can hurt him at all at that point, because that's a lot of strength. All Hasan rage moments are clearly times when he hasn't had his nuggies yet. His mom would have made them, but stopped after watching Jordan Peterson. Yeah, Jordan Peterson probably told him to make your own nuggies. That's probably like one of the rules for life or whatever.
Clean up your oven so that your nuggies are clean as well.
I just think that maybe he doesn't even have make your own in there because he assumed everyone would be already. He's like, oh my god, yeah, definitely make your own nuggies.
Hasan's the kind of person to make Jordan Peterson say, "What the fuck is wrong with you?"
That doesn't surprise me at all.
What the fuck is wrong with you? I can't do it, Jordan Peterson. He's tough.
You have to do Kim in. And...
Yeah. Well, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Gotta pitch up, pitch up.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
I'd say
It's tough. I gotta try, yeah, because that's off the top. It's not one that I could just do randomly. I gotta think about it. I wait for their bulletins as events warrant on the the voice for Jordan Peterson.
Why are you guys still talking about Hasan? It was like a year ago. It's not like people still talk about World War II. Oh wait, you guys see
Oh, happy Hitler's birthday.
It got shit on Twitter that someone in Hasan's like band selection is already saying it was 2 years ago. Drop it.
Nice. I can believe it.
It's not even.
Wait, sorry. Could you explain that one again?
Just one of Jay was interacting with people on Twitter, and one of them said, like, "Why the fuck do you care about this anymore? It was 2 years ago."
Oh, it was. Man, it's just like
Hasan's revisionism is growing.
Yes, it's amazing. Because eventually they could say.
that's also pretty funny.
It's
Why
fine.
do you care? It happened a while ago. It's like that doesn't. What do you mean?
I'm sure they'll apply that standard to everything. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Yeah, the Emancipation Proclamation was years ago. Fucking get over it.
Your purchase of Lego Star Wars 3: The Clone Wars. Oh, a lot of people want me to play like other Lego games that came out between the complete saga and this one because they're like, they weren't all poopy. It's like, don't worry, I believe you. I'm a little Legoed out after that one. It really,
Yeah.
I think that's fair.
really bad.
You need to build up an interest in Lego games.
I mean, the charm was completely fucking sucked out. In a really cruel manner. You gonna see The Northman? I'd like to, yeah.
Yes, I am going to see it.
Actually, so probably sometime this week.
There are something like 18 million millionaires in the US, last I checked.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Statistically, the vast majority of millionaires are first generation.
Was that? Oh, really?
Oh yeah, not even close.
Okay, interesting.
Last time I checked, it was in like the 80s%.
Okay, right.
Yoshi does not say Yoshi.
Yorshi? Like Warsh?
Yoshi.
Worship
It's
for
spelled
supper?
Y-A-W-S-H-I, which is not what Fringy's claiming.
That's not what I said.
Neither do I. We just go by what he says in, like, MASH games and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
Yoshi. It doesn't say Yoshi.
He doesn't say that, yeah. The announcer does, but Yoshi doesn't.
Yoshi.
I'll defer to Yoshi.
Yeah, it's, we see, someone's lying, okay? And it ain't us.
Mm-hmm.
Would you say Blythe is Welsh? Does that make him your favorite? Careful, you might get called a furry. Also, hi Rag, scritches for the good boy.
Hi, he's my favorite.
I don't know if I have a favorite from that game. I don't know any of the characters. I guess we're going strictly by how people look. Blythe's pretty cool. He's pretty cool. Hey Mola, you're inspiring me to do a series of videos on these zombies games. Hopefully when I get my computer you can check it out. Love you too, Rags.
Oh.
Zombies games? Just zombies games in general? Or?
Plants
Zombies
vs.
games?
Or... I have no idea.
Plants vs Zombies.
Maybe.
Dead Island. Dying Light.
So? Hey,
Left 4 Dead.
love the streams. Do you guys have any criticisms of Breaking Bad? Yeah, quite a few. I do love the show, but upon rewatching it semi-recently, it became clear that there's a formula of the characters. Everyone has to work very hard to get things back to a arguable neutrality in terms of nobody's looking for anything, everyone's chill, and things are going well. And oftentimes what will destroy that balance will be someone doing something relatively small and sometimes only justified by the fact that they are drunk, they are very angry, their pride is being wounded, or coincidentally some event happens at the same time as something else, and then it'll spiral back out of control. It makes for really engaging TV, and it's definitely further down the list than most things for like what I would call a flaw, but there's just some instances where I'm like, I mean, to give you just one example, for the sake of this, early on, right, I think episode 2, where Crazy 8 escapes the house, because Jesse thinks he's unconscious, and, like, Walt happens to bump into him on his way back, when if he were, like, a minute later, everything falls the fuck apart as soon as Crazy 8 gets to, like, a hospital. Or, well, anyone, really. And not only then do you have that, where Walt is at the earliest point of his arc, right? He's not going to hurt Crazy 8 in terms of knocking him out. He's like terrified, doesn't know what to do, and Crazy 8 in fear runs into a tree and knocks himself out. Which is very useful for Walt, let's just put it that way. There's things like that, basically, but doesn't change the phenomenal character work in Breaking Bad. For the most part, as well as the plotting. It's got it's a stronger plot than basically most TV shows ever. So you know, there's a couple of things like that, but I still fully recommend the show and really enjoy watching it. And I'm gonna be watching the 2 episodes of Better Call Saul today, hopefully, that are out, because we're closing in. The season's coming to an end, or series rather.
So, yeah.
Hey there, EFAP crew. Currently, I'm drunk, so I decided to give you money. Keep up the good work.
Oh, nice.
Thank you very much. EFAP movies, The Man Who Killed Hitler and Then the Bigfoot. It must happen. Is it any good, though, or is it just a funny name? Because, you know, wouldn't want to watch a film just for its name. Hasan reminds me of the Dung Eater, spreading a curse and defiling YouTube videos for his own amusement. I can see how you could call him the Dung Eater, yeah. I thought you stopped Soul around season 3. No, I recently rewatched it and went through the whole thing. I am caught up. Hey, me and some friends watched your video on Twitch reactions on a stream. Really good video and well written. Me and some friends watched your video. I don't know who that's directed at out of the cast or what video it would be, but that's nice to hear, I suppose. Mike Tyson in his prime versus Wings now, but he has a pistol grip and a PS4 controller. Winner gets a gallon of Wendy's chili and a nice cold Pepsi. Look, you've got the motivation sorted out for Wings. Look, I couldn't possibly guess who would win that, you know?
Hard to say.
It's what you would call an immovable object battling an unstoppable force. So, yeah, I think that's one for the simulations, and I wouldn't even trust their outcomes. Man, Ethan Klein makes me sad now. He doesn't even feel like the same guy from 5 years ago. He's not. Have we talked at all about the thing about him being sad as fuck
Apparently
that he's lost his sponsors?
Oh, sorry, man. This is the world you wanted.
I don't know how anyone could have any other response than that.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, sorry, man. But yeah, this is the game that you wanted to play.
This isn't even like a a vengeance thing. It's more so like, well, so you would have advocated that people lose sponsorships when they do any kind of like damage to minorities or they do something controversial. This all this stuff is like pretty much what he did in his own purview. Like he from what I've gathered, I haven't seen the clips, but he was making jokes about a gay person, I think, and then they called in and he continued to do that, and then his fans got very fucking pissed at him, and they called his sponsors, which, by the way, holy shit, like, of all the people to be the ones to fuck you over monetarily, your own fan base, just like, how does that not make you go like, holy fuck?
That probably is the reason why he's so sad. It's kind of like a realization almost.
Yeah.
Yeah, you fostered this kind of an audience. They'll turn on you in a fucking second, my dude.
Well, I guess that's it. Yeah, like it's not a matter.
You
of,
liked
like,
them when they were your
haha,
buddies and they were cheering for you.
It's not like a haha, you get what you deserve thing. It's more of like a, it's hard to feel sorry for you when this is like the world that you wanted, except when it happens
like,
to you. Like,
this
oh,
means
damn, sorry, bro.
The systems are working as intended as he's laid them out. So what? Now what? Like, why are you sad?
It's like, yeah, you should be happy, right? This is the world that you wanted. It's like, oh,
Yeah, this is good.
Not when it affects me. It's like, right, yeah.
Yeah,
Hearing that way
you're
too
getting
much
what you
lately.
deserve.
Hasn't
That's a good thing.
It is getting a little bit annoying when it's like, just people, you're really happy with the outcome, except when it affects you, and then it sucks. And I guess, like, yeah, it probably does suck, especially if it's from your own audience, but it's like, that's a really shitty thing to be afraid of your own audience.
When someone said, do you remember when he did thing to Keemstar? I remember very well, and I also remember Keemstar's immediate response was like, it's less to do with the damage you'll do to me, and most of the damage you're doing for the war overall, be it YouTube culture. Like, you just fired a salvo going for people's sponsors. Do you understand what that means?
Well, yeah.
Yep.
Keemstar is smart enough to point it out, you know?
Yeah. Especially when, like, and Jordan Peterson said that this would happen, like, exactly this.
A lot of that's what everyone's quoting. They're quoting the Jordan Peterson the tweets back to him.
Well, I mean, it's prophetic, isn't it? It's
Should
like,
be framed.
It's
it's one of the best tweets ever now.
Kind of. It's like, it's so accurate and true, and it's like, it happened. And the fact that Ethan didn't see that as a possibility is like, it's I'm pretty sure Dev made a video on it, like the purity spiral comes for everyone.
Yeah.
Remember, like, Lindsay Ellis quit YouTube because she was like getting shit on by her own audience, like that she was getting relentlessly criticized by her own audience that she had fostered.
Yep.
But like not like because it's, you know, obviously criticism is like just a part of the process, and like criticism can be useful and helpful, but I mean, there's a difference between just getting criticism and being like relentlessly attacked by your own audience, an audience comprised in part of people who would happily take away your income. Like,
yeah, because this goes beyond the sponsorships at that point. It's just like, there's just this relentless irony that they've been doing this to so many people. They've experienced it now, and they're like, this sucks. And it's like, yeah, it does.
Yeah, like, it
does, doesn't it? It does suck when that happens.
Because again, it wasn't Lindsay Ellis. She didn't call it canceling, which is what she was talking about, the phenomenon of canceling.
She didn't want to call it anything. She said that if I call it something, the right will take it.
It's like, man, that's
Sorry, you're such a pussy that you're gonna give the right everything.
I don't even know.
Well,
it didn't even make sense because they already had a label they'd given it fucking ages ago.
It's the thing that they did. Yeah, she tried to say this is a thing that the right does. It's like, bitch, no.
I don't think that's quite the sentiment for that video. She definitely did used to say that, but because it was the EXO speech. I remember saying on a really old EFAP, I quite enjoyed the EXO speech she had. Unfortunately, she described a process, and then she said the right do it, and it was like, you know that's not true.
Well, and I mean, surely her deciding to basically retire from the internet is an admission that that's the case.
Yeah, sorry, to correct, it's not that the right do not do it, it's that it's not true that the right are the ones that, like, created and perpetuate. It's like, no. Because there's been instances...
at this point.
Yeah, there's few instances, but there's instances of, like, more so right-wing cancellation, but the left-wing cancellation is through the fucking roof. And yeah, in her video outlining her cancellation, she definitely made clear that the left were coming for her.
Which Yeah, that's got to suck when you feel like your own audience is, especially if you're like, but I'm a good person, right? And it's like, you know, it's like, but then you've got
I don't think anybody
thousands
is
and
under
thousands and
the.
thousands of-
That's kind of what Jordan Peterson's point was. It's just like nobody can survive this.
Nobody can survive because
You're
you're
never
being
too
held to
pure,
a
yeah.
standard that's impossible. And even if you were held to that, damn, I remember it was a quote from a character in The Social Network that was, I'm pretty, like, he was not, he was, it was a character that was played by Justin Timberlake. But it was a quote that I find interesting in the context was, whatever's tripped you up, you've already done it. And if you've managed to live your life like the Dalai Lama, they'll just make stuff up about you. And it's like, that character was meant to be incredibly paranoid. But it's like, man, it's like true. It's just true.
Because they don't
Doesn't
even
matter if you...
They do make shit up about us, but they don't need to make stuff up because apparently it's good enough that we responded to a woman, so we're already done.
True. We did respond to a woman. That part wasn't the lie.
They got us there, dead to rights.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's kind of the thing is like, even in the purity spiral, you could be like an absolute saint and it won't help you. You'd still, because it could be like, well, why are you doing this but not that? Why aren't you doing more? Or just alternatively, something that is entirely innocuous just gets you in trouble. Like, yeah. Or people will just question why you're doing something. Like, if you do nothing but
he
charity,
only did
people
this
might be
for
like,
cloud, or
well,
yeah.
why are you doing so much charity? Do you have a guilty conscience or something, you know? It's, yeah. And of course, it all feels a little bit annoying because it's like, have you never made a mistake ever in your life? Like,
well,
really?
that's the thing.
You know?
The audience is a million anonymous people who never they don't want a spotlight. They're not part of it. They don't have people examining them.
Well,
So
they can run away
they don't have
from
to worry
every
about
take
it.
Yeah, they can run away from every dumb take or every stupid thing they've ever done because it's not. But like, if you're a public figure, then you can't run away from that. But I guess that's the part. It's like, I don't know. It's not a good culture, guys. But I'm sure
Really
there's
bad.
not going to be much disagreement here. But I guess the problem is I don't really see it getting any better. I only see it getting worse.
Think it's a
'cause,
bubble
I mean,
though?
it's- I guess how many people need to be cancelled before cancelling means nothing anymore, right? Like, if everybody gets dragged through the mud, then everybody's on equal footing, right? Like, I have no idea.
Like, you know, like that clip I played of Logic where just characters more so that are erupting like that, where they're just like, no, fuck your team, I'm on my own team, I don't fucking care if you cancel me, go the fuck ahead.
Well, I
Like,
think
just that attitude, and then enough
that's-
viewers to be like, I like this attitude actually. Yeah, I'm going for this guy, this attitude.
It seems like that attitude helps you. It seems like capitulating. Wow, it's always a thing of like, if you actually made a mistake, then it's worth growing from it. But it's also a matter of like, well, do you owe the audience an apology, or is it something that was like a personal thing that you need to work on your own? Like, you shouldn't just be doing it just because people are telling you to do it. It should be rooted in like, yeah, I actually made a mistake, I'll sort that out. And yeah, it seems like if you don't feel like you've done anything wrong, apologizing in the hopes that calms things down, it may not be the best long-term strategy, because it just kind of establishes that all it takes is enough social pressure to like basically make you capitulate. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was another thing from a dev video. He makes interesting videos that was talking about some sort of study that indicated that people who didn't like apologize when they basically got mobbed because they felt that they hadn't done anything wrong, that like the long-term results for them were preferable because people kind of respected them a bit more, I guess, for conviction. And I guess as well, it's a matter of like your own audience as well, right? Like, if you have an audience who like you anyway, it might be worthwhile. But then again, it's all based on like, well, if you feel like you've actually made a mistake or anything, then that's one thing. But it's I guess about motives.
Yeah. Jonathan Haidt talked about how political polarization has increased since the 90s. It's gotten worse. It isn't just a perception, I assume.
Well, I remember that was a topic we talked about. The problem is, it's like, didn't the Republicans like heavily filibuster during like the civil rights bill and stuff, and then like there'd be other examples to the counter as well of like political processes that we use to kind of make things get gridlocked. Like, I don't know,
If we're strictly talking about the internet, maybe there's an argument to be made.
I guess
Because the
the problem
internet,
is,
when it
like,
was new, wasn't a place necessarily to be discussing politics straight away.
yeah. I guess the problem is, are we talking about just? I think it's a matter of, it's the question of, has social media made us become more polarized, or
Is it inevitable?
the other way around, or like, is it that it just propagated, expanded it, like that it made us more aware? It was the opposite. Okay, hold on. Well, actually, I don't care. I'll just look into it in my own time. That was something I heard anyway.
Well,
Wasn't it Lyndon B. Johnson though? Wasn't he in the or was he filibustered by his own party? Like, hold on. Wow, actually, like I said, don't hold on. I'll just look it up myself.
I think it's just hard to
Well,
prove if polarization is happening or
right,
not.
Yeah, because what does that even mean? Dems filibustered it in the 64 for 60 days. Right, okay. Well, nevertheless, right, that's still the same thing, right? There's political polarization that causes, like, gridlocks in like the process of passing legislation. Like, I don't know that it's necessarily that that it's like only now, right, where there's like less cooperation, or maybe it seems more like that in recent years compared to before, like as in before, like 20 years ago or something. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, and of course, someone said, I think the US was more polarized in the Civil War. It's like, yeah. Like, you know what?
Yeah.
I'd say that America was quite polarized during the Civil War.
But again, if we're talking like 2012 compared to 2016 compared to 2020, it's like it does seem to have gotten
surely
more vitriol and yeah, more polarized. Maybe we're on a downtrend. Maybe we're gonna expanding the middle a bit more. Who knows?
Yeah.
Working on a video on Peacemaker right now. Shocking how well it was received. I found it to be horrible. Also high rags.
Hello.
Well, hey, good luck. I can't say. I've seen so little of it. Search up tentacle moth. It lives in Australia.
Of course it does.
Tentacle moth.
Okay.
Tentacle moth.
So
that is an odd boy. Let me get a picture here for you.
According to ye old Wikipedia, it was the southern bloc of 18 Southern Democrat senators and a Republican launched a filibuster in March 30 of 1964 that lasted for 54 days.
That's terrifying. That image, by the way.
Oh, wow, look at that. Jeez. That is terrifying. That looks like a Lovecraftian, like, crazy thing.
Jesus. That should be in Bloodborne easily.
That is an eldritch moth boss, yeah.
Anyway. Rags. Hello.
Hello.
Gamer Sups is better than G Fuel. It's non-glycemic. Alright. I don't have a horse in that race, you know. Rags, after watching the Logic collab, I realize you still use the safe word calzone.
Calzone.
In the denim stream, sad it didn't work. Also, hi everyone but M.
Everyone, it didn't work but M?
I have no clue. Maybe M is me.
Ooh.
Could be.
You are M for Mahler. That's you.
Kessel Run is jargon for cutting through Kessel black hole cluster and is measured in parsecs. The shorter the distance traveled, the faster the ship. I don't think we needed an explanation. We were talking about how I wonder if anybody even knows when he says that, what it means. Or if they just go like, oh yeah, he did that. That's the thing that he did. Or he made it up on the spot, you know. It's just the funny scenario. Who is voicing Shadow the Hedgehog in Sonic 3? I would love Weird Al. I mean, I'm pretty sure everyone will be very excited to see who they cast, you know. If they get it right.
That's a funny thought.
Best Knuckles is Uganda Knuckles.
That's one of my favorite memes. I loved Uganda Knuckles.
It was pretty funny.
That was a very funny meme.
Mm-hmm.
Quick thoughts on Sonic 2?
Oh, they're in luck.
Well, we talked about it. on
Yeah.
that EFAP that we were doing the catch up on.
Presumably that person
right.
got what they wanted the following week.
They were fairly quick. Yeah.
So
I also talked about it on Cosmoronic 10. Yeah, 10. So you check that out if you want.
what do you think of Master Chief's Behind?
Well, I haven't seen that episode yet, but I have heard about that.
Yeah.
Cause
They didn't just take off his armor. He's going fucking everything.
Yeah.
That's how I imagine Master Chief, just butt naked.
Oh yeah.
Uh,
Funny thing is, if ever he had to be naked, everyone would request that he keep the helmet on.
The helmet stays on. Safe sex. The helmet stays on.
Chris Chan should voice Shadow. Also Hyrax.
Hello.
I'd be on board with that. I don't know if that's going to be possible with all the prison stuff, though.
He does it through that little telephone that they talk to through the glass.
Possible, yeah.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever watched Sonic Zombies? It's really funny, and thoughts on the adventure games. I've not seen that, and I've not played the games.
I haven't played the adventure games.
Man, I don't think
But,
I've played any Sonic games. I think I played the original, the one on the Sega Genesis, right?
Well, apparently Sonic the Hedgehog, or Sonic 2, Sonic 3 Knuckles, those were all the Genesis. Those are, yeah, they're good games. Apparently they're getting re-released now. There was like a trailer today for like a re-release for all those games.
Well, neat. Have you guys seen the videos by Abba and Preach about Hasan calling them transphobic and them clapping back with his own transphobia takes? Yes, they're good. I recommend them.
Wait, what did Hasan? What were his
talking-
take?
you
Were,
talking about the Abba and Preach thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got that ready for after the EFAP. I'm gonna give that a look. See.
The short version is Hasan says dumb shit.
Right.
I could never have guessed.
I don't mean to
No.
shock you.
This guy on the left needs to take his shirt off now.
The finch doesn't use a sword, it uses a skewer to pull grubs out of trees because it doesn't have a long woodpecker tongue, lol. Slightly less badass.
It's pretty badass though.
Yeah, I think it's still badass, yeah.
That's still pretty. I mean, as far as finches go, that's pretty. I wonder how tough you have to be as a finch to be like a really tough finch, because they don't seem particularly, like dangerous and metal, so.
Metal Commander?
And yes.
After watching the JD/AH trial, Johnny Depp one, for the last couple days, people need to teach their sons not to stick their D in crazy. Hey, it turns up in a lot of media as a lesson, okay? People want to prevent that from happening.
Also, don't stick your dick in a blender. Don't do that either.
That's also good advice.
Don't do that.
Ever thought about having Lauren Southern on EFAP? I can't imagine why the fuck she would want to be on EFAP. But, if she requested it, I'd be like, what movies do you like? I could entertain the idea, but it would be fucking hilarious to have Lauren Southern on. She stays on for like 4 hours, whatever. We don't talk a single piece about like anything other than Marvel or something. I'm a bit late, but you gotten the super chats yet? Well, yeah, kinda. Hasan quotes as read by Anakin Skywalker circa episode 3, also hi rags.
Hi.
Well, I guess, Hasan quote. What even are some famous Hasan quotes? And then Anakin would just be that delivery, or it's, very good delivery, that's what I'll call it. I think it'd be pretty funny. Win weighs a ton after Rags. Eric faps on after Wolf. Jack Arthur Boy Scout. What is happening? Saints versus Mauler, and now Hasan and Twitch versus Beloved J. That leaves one. Oh, are they suggesting that now it's time for Springy to have some kind of personal battle with a YouTuber or something?
No thanks.
Oh look, I completed the game by beating the high score on every mode, so now I've unlocked the new background.
Oh, yay.
How neat is that? Okay. Please voice Fringy. Okay, I'll have to paste this to you. It involves all of us.
Oh.
What is this?
Don't ask questions.
I don't think asking questions is the point to that.
It's so sad that Steve Jobs died of a ligma.
Who's Steve Jobs?
Ligma balls boom.
No.
Okay.
Man,
that's the
y'all
script.
suck.
Well, that's alright.
This big circle jerk of people who think Rags is the worst member of EFAP because he's too negative. I can't imagine what they would think of Wolf. Hey, Wolf was always the friendliest ever when it came to reacting to people's opinions. I miss Wolf telling people they're worthless.
Yeah. He had things to say about people.
Did anything become of the Keffels part of the stealing the products of Jay's labor arc? Did she figure out stealing is bad or nah? From what I understand, she uploaded a video, just re-uploaded Jay's video, but with a chair in the corner, and said it's performance art and therefore transformative. And then it got taken down either by her or someone else. I don't know. That's all I knew about that. I never actually got to see any of it, so. Hi Rags.
Hi.
I'm working on a rewrite of Steppenwolf's motivation. If I emailed it to one of your, would you guys read it out for a vid? Rags is the narrator, Muller is Steppenwolf, Fringy is Desad, and Rags is Darkside.
I don't know how much. I mean, if they're down for it, sure.
I am not down for it.
I'm not.
There you
no.
go.
I'd be surprised that you'd be down for it, Rags. You don't see any exploit
If
possible
only
there?
if you are. If only if you were.
Oh, well,
I'm down
I would
for it if
see.
you are.
I wouldn't be down for it even if you were.
Oh, that's fine.
My inquisition is into why you would want to agree to do that through a super chat. I feel like people might start asking you to do lots of things if you agreed to that.
No, my plan was to make you guys look like the unfun ones who don't care about Steppenwolf. Because
I
you
don't
hate
care
the
about
Snyderverse.
Steppenwolf.
You don't care about
I don't,
Steppenwolf? Wow.
No, be it ours, I really
particularly,
don't.
no.
You don't care about Steppenwolf? Mighty Steppenwolf, who once sat on the right side of the grapevine?
That like a quote.
From the movie, yes. I
You
don't
say
know
that
why
like I
I know
remember
that.
it.
Could be.
Yeah,
but I honestly
That's from the
don't remember.
movie. It's from the
Oh.
film we watched.
I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry. You should be sorry actually, and you should apologize to Zack Snyder.
I don't think I will.
What?
I've decided against it, Rags. I'm a rebel.
Rebel.
Why do websites that start with T, W, I, and T harbor the worst people on the internet? Obviously excluding parts of the dark web, but I bet even those people know they're doing something morally wrong. Oh, the Twitch streamers? I think so.
Twitch
Oh,
and
well, I
Twitter.
guess what they pointed out was Twitch and Twitter both have,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, yeah, there's a connection there, okay. You dumbos can do something morally right, though. Stream DDLC and transform it by doing anything more than walking away from your effing chair. Look, EFAP gaming is super transformative. It always is. Because we talk some mad shit about gaming in general and the game we're playing. Great.
True.
Hey y'all, been watching Muller and EFAP since Game of Thrones Unbridled Rage videos came out. The YouTube algorithm took a stab in the dark with Muller's content, and I've been grateful ever since. Yay! Yeah, Game of Thrones, that was an era. Ugh. But glad you've had fun with all of it. Judd Logic is the first British EFAP guest, just like how Muller is the first British real BBC host. I see. Az is getting shafted. Or is he? It depends if he's really from Britain. Who can know? Hearing Hasan say he's working class while I'm working at my warehouse job is absolutely hilarious. Hey, it's the aesthetic. He wants the label. He can't have it, but he wants it.
It is an aesthetic, yes. That is the perfect way to describe it. It's the aesthetic of being working class.
It's really fucking gross. As in his desire to not be what he is, but to benefit from what he is.
Yeah.
And you know that at any moment, he could give it all away. He could give it all away, and he could invest in all of these causes that he supposedly supports. He could do it anytime he wants, but instead he buys mansions and $1,000 shirts. He gets on his private jets and sails away.
Could we get a reaction to Wings of Redemption's best moments on a future multimedia medley? I'm not gonna say no. That's a possibility someday. Because Wings of Redemption is hilarious.
He is a very funny character.
Hey Muller, you guys thought about getting DJ Cobbler on here? He's a sound critic with good video game opinions, and he had a great video about Elden Ring. Definitely worth your time. I'm not against it at all. Who knows what's going to happen in future for guest peoples? We'll have to figure some things out with different peeps here and there.
Who knows? Not these guys. Not us.
Nope.
Nope.
Oh boy, another 72-hour Nazi kill stream hosted by Himmler, Goebbels, a literal
boy.
German, a Greenman, and the Hamburglar. Please don't ban me, Daddy Longlegs. Don't worry about me doing it. YouTube
Daddy
might do
Longlegs.
it. Favorite fictional detective, and then favorite time traveler besides the Doctor.
Favorite fictional detective?
Good question. Perhaps Basil.
Baker Street? Nice.
I
don't know. I'm not too aware of a lot of detectives. I just don't really watch many detective shows and stuff.
I don't know who I'd pick.
I feel like Batman and Sherlock are too obvious.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, I'm not sure actually who I'd pick. I haven't watched enough of Columbo. Maybe he would be if I've watched more
Yeah, I
of it.
feel like same for Poirot. Like I'd probably end up liking.
Yeah, I like Poirot a lot.
I haven't
Monk.
watched enough.
Monk is neat.
I do like Downey Jr.'s Holmes. Yeah. And I like House if he counts.
Yeah, I like him.
Obviously he's based on a detective.
He's
but
a medical detective.
Yeah.
Yeah. What the fuck's
I like
wrong with
Cole
you?
Phelps. I like Cole Phelps.
This is the thing. I like all these people. I don't know who my favorite is. And then
Yeah.
as for time travel, this.
I don't know. It feels like you'd just be thinking about like Marty McFly or something.
Probably Doc.
The
Yeah.
detective?
I'm gonna look at. Oh, Detective Pikachu. Yeah, that's an option. Inspector Clouseau. He's definitely an honorable mention.
Which Clouseau? Which one in particular?
Not Steve Martin? Is that the other option I'm thinking? Right, yeah.
Yeah, I just know those two. He did discover that it was Yuri the Twain who twains, though, so that is something to be aware of.
Danger Mouse. Yeah, I have no idea what I would say for Time Traveler, really. And then the fact that you've excluded the Doctor makes it so I can't give the easy answer, so... I'll say, that character David Tennant played at some point that time traveled. I can't possibly remember the role, but I'm pretty sure it's not excluded by saying not the Doctor. EFAP & Co. Which is better? A game with great gameplay, but a terribly written story, or one with an amazingly written story, but with subpar gameplay?
No, gameplay.
The first one, gameplay.
Oof, I don't know if I'm going to agree on this one after they said subpar gameplay.
What? Why? What a sub? Oh, right. As opposed to like absolutely dysfunctional and terrible.
Yeah, if we're dealing with what they just described, could very well be what Soma is categorized into.
Ah.
I guess I guess it depends on how you categorize subpar gameplay. Like, is it? Yeah.
Yeah. If subpar just means like it's not that good, or like it's.
I think
kind of
subpar
bad.
means it's worse than average.
Yeah. Like if it's kind of bad, then it depends on how great the story is, I guess. But then again, if the gameplay's amazing, it's like, well, shit, that's worth a lot to me too. Oh well, and that
Well, because they've worded this all very straight, like a great gameplay, terribly written story. I'm trying to think of what game would be an example of that.
A great game with a
War?
terrible story.
Yeah. Resident Evil 4 is what you said, is it? Or?
I said Gears of War.
Oh. Well, Resident Evil 4
Can't
probably
even,
count
like,
as well.
remember. I don't know if the story's terrible. It's not
probably
good.
is. I don't know. Like, when you
There's
look
so
at
little of it in Resident Evil 4.
like, if you look at
Really isn't
the
much.
dialogue and then
Doom
what everyone gets
Eternal?
up to based on their motivations, it's not fantastic. Oh, people saying
No, it
Doom
ain't good.
Eternal.
That could be one.
Okay.
The Last of Us 2 does not have great gameplay.
No. So if it were Doom Eternal versus amazingly written story and subpar gameplay, because this is the thing, I wouldn't be happy if someone described mechanically Soma as bad or anything. I'd be like, it all works. There's no.
Well, I guess
it's all clean.
if it all works,
It's not
then
complex.
functional, right? Surely subpar means that there's something wrong with it to some extent.
Or it's not utilized in a way that makes sense or is conducive to, like, good gameplay. It's not intuitive, maybe.
Because that's the problem.
Yeah.
It's the fact that they said amazingly written story, and that shit is going to be very likely of more value to me than great gameplay. I'm very specifically gunning for these words being used. Like, we're looking at 10 out of 10, maybe even 11 out of 10 story, or an 8 out of 10 gameplay. Like,
It's tough to say.
I want to make sure, though, in the same way that if I were offered 3 8 out of 10 stories or 1 11 out of 10 gameplay, I would probably want the 11 out of 10 gameplay. Because it's so rare to be able to get the top echelons of anything.
Oh, hopefully that was the answer you're looking
Yeah,
for.
I mean, hopefully that gets you somewhere along the line of what we're thinking about.
It's tough to say without some examples, but just talking generalities. Yeah, it's tough to say. Yeah, it's tough to say.
I think we definitely side with gameplay is more important to a game than story.
Yes.
Certainly as a rule of thumb, but when you get into very specific examples, it can get complicated.
Yeah.
Popping in for a quick yoinky sploinky donation.
Yoinky sploinky!
Thank you very much. I learned pinning hate comments is called pin shaming. Okay.
Pin shaming? Alright. I believe you.
The new MCC update added Flood Firefight for ODST, and I would absolutely recommend trying it.
Oh yeah, that sounds like it could be fun.
Yeah.
Might give that a try.
A vial of Fringy's goo. What this all says.
Oh. Okay.
Thing Day Zero. What the fuck? Autocorrect. YouTube Morley? Thing Day Zero? What are they talking about? Nope, nothing. Alright.
Thing Day Zero.
I've been away, oh long man. Have a few shekels as recompense. Also, love you, man, and appreciate you a lot. A ton. Aw. Appreciate you lot a ton. Very much. Very kind. Howdy Rags. Thanks for being the one who brought me to Mola way back when. Oh.
Oh.
See that alt-right pipeline?
The alt-right pipeline. You'll be hating TLJ in no time.
Springy, you're pretty cool for someone who doesn't even exist.
Yo.
And then they just
Who is
put
it?
J dot dot dot. And it all ends with a heart. How nice.
Nice.
And the last one from the catch-up for the first half of
boy.
Hasan's stream is fish.
Yo, fish. I love fish. Fish are great.
Which is pretty cool.
I'm pro fish.
And now, I shall begin reading today's.
Yay.
Today is Wednesday, April 20th, 2022. Yeah, alright. Not for Fringy.
Alright.
No.
Fair enough. That's okay. Fine, hold against you.
For a great 10-second smiling friend goof, YouTube search Sandwich Eater / The Mr. Heavy Show. Alright. I might look into that at some point.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe.
Would you rather play Dark Souls inspired by Sesame Street or Lego Elden Ring? Assume that both are well done and tacos are invisible.
Dark Souls inspired by Sesame Street sounds very interesting. Does each of the each of the Sesame Street puppets, right? They're not, or are they Muppets? Are they puppets or Muppets? They're puppets, right?
Well, I guess are they both? Because the puppet describes them mechanically when creating the show, and then
They are Muppets.
yeah,
The Muppets are the character set, maybe? Point being, I think that all of those characters, they have personalities, so you could use those to create stories and some lore out of what happened to essentially the street, the Sesame Street that you're going through. Because you have the Count and his castle, and you have the Grouch and the dumpster, and all kinds of stuff like that.
yeah, you could definitely make a hierarchy and a world building around it, and you could even go as far as each of the main ones, like their first phase is how they look, and then the second phase is it rips apart and there's some creature that's
Yeah, there's some creature
housed
underneath
within.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm way more interested by Dark Souls inspired by Sesame Street than I am Lego Elden Ring, and it might be because I'm a little bit put off by Lego right now, as I mentioned.
Yeah. I just don't really care about Legos, you know, just not really.
Legos
super
care
into it.
about you, Rags.
Yeah.
Happy 420, you beautiful massives. Thank you very much.
You too, yeah.
It's my birthday today. Thanks for the stream, massives. No problem. Hey guys, just graduated. Oh, of course, happy birthday. Just graduated and hoped I'd make it in time to catch this stream. By the way, which is worse in your opinion? Batman vs Superman or Spider-Man 3? BVS.
BBS, yeah. Also, congrats on graduating.
Yeah, absolutely. Good
Oh
stuff.
yeah, good job.
BVS has almost nothing redeemable in it, I think. Or like Ben Affleck's doing, all the actors do just fine. But like
Yeah,
story
the
is
actors are
complete
fine.
disaster.
There's some neat music here and there. But
Spider-Man 3 is like, I'm pretty sure there are pieces of Spider-Man 3 that work.
I
Pretty
am
sure.
almost certain that there probably are, maybe.
Probably.
I can't remember it anymore. Watching
I
it.
can't either.
Next time Short Fat Otaku is on, you need to ask him about the time he terrorized Toronto in his killdozer, leaving thousands without power. Aw.
Yeah, I've been meaning to ask Dev about that, but we just sort of, it's not a rule, but it's like, yeah, you don't really bring it up, you know, that kind of thing.
Fringy, when did you come out?
Oh yeah,
Like,
Fringy.
when did I come out?
Yeah.
Like, come out of the closet? Come out of, like, I don't know, like what?
Well, they're asking you.
Yeah, this
I
is
don't
all. This is
understand
your
the
question. man.
parameters of your question.
I'm so sorry, Super Chatter. Judy Garland was
Yeah,
repeatedly
Fringy,
drugged and raped through the shooting of Wizard of Oz. I've only ever heard bad things and horror stories about that, yeah. That sucks. Hollywood lame, to say the least. In lieu of the Wings quote of the day, how about a funny story? Last week, Trolls paid Wings' favorite baseball player of all time to do a cameo vid where he basically just shits all over him for 3 minutes. Oh.
Wow. Oof.
Oh.
That's mean. I mean, it couldn't happen to a nicer guy, of course, but
Yeah.
that's still mean.
Which of all the animals sent in did you enjoy seeing the most? Which one would you make a protagonist of a video game? Oh, any of the cute ones, that would work easy. Maybe use some of the scarier ones for like Dark Souls, but underwater. something. That moth one, man. It's going right into Bloodborne, like I said.
Yeah.
But which one did I enjoy the most? Gonna be one of the smaller critters. Unfortunately, I just can't remember all the names. Also, for consideration, Cymathoa exigua. Exigua?
Exsanguine? Exsanguine? Like exsanguinate? To remove the blood from something is to exsanguinate it?
I mean, yeah, if you add a whole bunch of words on, I guess that could be what that word was.
I don't know. I'm just spitballing.
One of the weirdest parasites I've ever seen. Is not looking attractive. Oh, does it like sit inside the mouth of fish? That is gross, man. Damn, it's not. I don't know how big that thing gets. Oh god, there's one for a human? That's no fun. Ugh. They're like open mouths with lots of fish and you can just see it in there.
I don't want to see it.
Yeah, this is one of those ones that if I even posted a picture, I'd be deleting it soon after, because that's creepy. Anyway.
Yeah.
Total hot take. The Mario Bros. Film will just be your run-of-the-mill Illumination kiddie film with pop culture references and songs that so happens to have Mario characters.
Probably.
Is that a hot take?
I don't think it is. It's probably a fair expectation.
Yeah. I meant The Dark Knight Rises versus Spider-Man 3. Oh. Spider-Man 3 probably still. Dark Knight Rises is a film that I remember being absolutely foul in terms of, like, writing.
Yeah. Not a good one.
All that aside, if we don't get Pharrell Williams doing a cover of the Mario Bros. Theme, I might actually be upset. I'm not a fan of Pharrell unless he's teaming up with Hans Zimmer.
Hans Zimmer, yeah.
Right, yeah.
Their work is monumental, I would say. I think the further back you go, the more likely Hasan is to get killed by a sane person. Killed by a sane person.
Killed by a sane person. For the sake of the tribe, he must be destroyed.
Favorite video game song? Mine is the underwater level music from Donkey Kong Country. Give it a listen.
Oh,
Much love,
me.
long man.
I don't
really
know.
good
That is a
music.
super tough question.
There's so many that would be in
Yeah,
competition. It would be insane.
Exactly.
I would likely opt for like From Software shit quickly, and
Halo.
then I would opt for Bloodborne.
Yeah, I legit just cannot even hazard a guess. Not off the top of my head like that.
Oh, that's a hard one.
But yeah, there's such a huge amount of different game tracks that would be in competition for it. There are. This is a matter of we'll just keep naming different games until we're like, yep, so this is an impossible question. Hasan Piker is a morally bankrupt, decrepit omelette, devoid of anything of value to offer society, beyond serving as a warning for the future.
Well, we can all profit from a bad example.
Yeah. Hasan is such a bad person, you don't have to amplify any of his traits to make a caricature.
He has become indistinguishable from parody.
A little bit. Again, I did say when we were watching it that this shouldn't have been possible, and I stand by it. Everything that happened with our coverage of him, that shouldn't have been possible. He's that fucking nutty. Going to school for writing. Comp 1, I'm not sure, has me objectively
Comp 1, yeah.
evaluating a movie for my final essay. I feel prepared and thank you all at EFAP for doing it.
If you don't ace this class, man, ugh.
I'd be curious if what kind of thing they're looking for, I guess, because you're evaluating a movie. I would assume that finding a theme is going to get you points big time for whatever you're talking about. That feels like the kind of thing they would want you to be able to do. Incorrect game quote of the day. I was wrong about you, Senator. You are not cringe. You are just a fucking racist.
What?
Okay.
Implying being racist isn't cringe?
Yeah, I know, right? Will you guys cover Southpaw and SK's coverage of your Batman breakdown or their Civil War take? No, I don't think so. There's no plans. Mola, will you read Berserk? I wouldn't mind doing that. It's recommended by basically everybody.
That's manga, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's not many people who like recommend any adaptations. It's more so just the source, except for like one season or something.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Hasan is so full of it, he literally has 2 toilets next to each other. Well,
Oh,
gotta make
yeah.
sure you can get it out quick. A door nail is put in a door to strengthen it, and then the point is hammered flat like a rivet, so it can't be reused.
Okay. Alright.
I just got a long-awaited promotion and wanted to share the love. Thank you for the great content over the years. I refer new friends often. Hi, Rags.
Oh, hello.
Hey, good to
Congrats
hear
Thank you
on
for passing people our way. Passing people. Yeah. Thanks for doing that.
And for the promotion. Nice woik. Fuck, marry, kill, tall woman, short woman, same height woman.
Oh, I don't really have a preference, I suppose.
Yeah.
I'm fine with all of them, yeah.
Yeah, I'm fine with all of them. Height really isn't a thing for me. I just don't.
Live prayer check. Rags, Lord's Prayer. Mauler, active contrition. Fringy, holy rosary. Go, go, go. I mean,
I don't know rosaries.
I don't know the active contrition, yeah.
I know the Our Father. It's basic. I'm not even gonna recite it.
Well, there you go.
I mean, I've said it an infinite amount
I
of
was gonna
times
say,
in
I
my
believe
life.
you know it, yeah.
I absolutely know it.
Just handed over my master thesis. 100...
I'll do one better. I know that shit in Latin.
Neat.
The Pater Noster.
Just handed over my master thesis. 150 pages, 270k characters. First compliment I got was, why is this so long? Now I feel. Presumably there's no limit for that then, master thesis? Or is
I
there...
think they're certainly meant to be, or not meant to be, but I think masters and doctorates, whatever you create for those, end up being long. Like there's something you work on for a long time. From what I understand, anyway. I don't have a doctorate, so that's not even long. Alright, well, what is the average length of a master thesis? Hold on, maybe there's something I can look up for that. Master thesis length. A master thesis is generally 40 to 80 pages, not including the bibliography. Apparently, ANU says a thesis might be 15 to 20,000 words. Yeah, I've known it. Maybe it's different in different countries.
Who is leading the Marines in Halo Infinite?
No, I don't know. I don't know what the command structure is anymore. The UNSC.
I was gonna say, I've not fully understood it from my time with the games, but not because they don't explain it, just because I just don't remember. But the show definitely drops you in the thick of it, sort of thing. But they haven't bothered to do standard sort of exposition-y stuff as much as they, I think, needed to.
So I'll be right back and use the loo.
Thoughts on Better Call Saul Season 5 finale? I think it's the worst Better Call Saul Breaking Bad moment. That person gets that, and he wins a thing, so that just I don't think it's very well done, that part. In fact, when they describe the plan, and in the process of executing it, I was like, there's only one result of this. There's no way anything else can happen. And then we see a different thing happen as a result of some crazy bullshit, which was disappointing, but... I mean, I'm still willing to see what they end up doing with the characters, of course. I don't know if you remember this, Fringy, but when we first meet Saul in the beginning of Breaking Bad, when they have the guns to him, he says, "Did Lalo send you?"
Okay.
And,
So I guess we find out who that guy is.
well, he's like the current main villain for, Better Call Saul.
Okay.
Thing was, is, I don't feel like he's been very well integrated, not executed necessarily. I think the actor's doing great, and the character's pretty strong. It's just that it did feel a little, when he came in and with what he's been doing, that they were like, oh yeah, we're catching up with continuity now, so we gotta follow that line Saul had. Gotta have a character called Lalo doing some stuff.
Okay.
Alright, I am back. What is that? What is the haps?
How was that crazy bullshit? Well, I can't explain it in more detail because it's like super spoilery, alright? And there's people here who are still looking to watch Better Call Saul, alright? So,
Oh no.
you know. Hi, Rags.
Hello.
Relative to their backgrounds and resources, could it be argued that Sam Witwicky is a more competent protagonist than Disney's Boba Fett?
Yeah, maybe.
I think for sure.
It is probably not that difficult. That's the thing. We have such a low bar to work with because Boba Fett is abysmal in that regard. He's terrible as a protagonist. He should know better, and he has all the resources to do it.
Like runs into the. I know he runs away a lot in those films, but like he is doing stuff, you know. Like he is an active participant in the narrative.
Manga recommendation of the day. Goodbye, Eri. A one-shot about a kid who's asked by his mother to film her last days before she passes away. It's a quirky but amazing read that feels different from other manga. Also, hi, Rags.
Hi.
Fair enough. I've not heard of it. Thoughts on the Gaming Brit show?
I like that channel, but I haven't watched their videos in a little while. I remember not always agreeing, but generally finding the perspectives interesting. He made a really good Ratchet and Clank video.
Yes. True.
Except for when he said Ratchet and Clank 3 is overrated. I'm not as big a fan of that one.
The take or that game?
No, I love that game. I did because the perspective. One of the things that was presented as a perspective that I wasn't super thrilled with was in Ratchet and Clank 1 and 2, the levels tend to open up into two paths. I don't need to explain why this is good, right? I think he said something along those lines, almost like with the implication that because Ratchet and Clank 3 is more linear, it's like, well, this is almost like that it's necessarily better that there's two paths. And I think he kind of hand waved away that the counter argument, which I think is pretty fair, that those main paths are a lot longer in 3. Like, and also I guess discounting as well, because the complaint was like Ratchet and Clank 1 and 2 have a lot more content than 3, but like you have to ignore the multiplayer to say that. I think that game has like a pretty feature-rich multiplayer mode. I remember playing a hell of a lot of it back in the day. The problem is I don't want to, because it may well be that I'm paraphrasing in a way that's inaccurate, or I'm not remembering the full breadth of his criticisms. I just remember I wasn't a huge fan of that video. But he's made some good stuff.
That's interesting. The problem is EFAP has great criticism on Hasan, but the community is overly rude and hateful, which sort of weakens EFAP's stance and gives the Twitchers an excuse to ignore them entirely. You know what happens when you're incredibly kind and fair to someone like Hasan. We watched it happen.
We are not. Yeah, not that. We are. If anything, we were restrained.
No, I don't know if you heard what I said. So we've watched people approach.
The question.
Yeah, so we know
Being
what happens
kind
if
to
you
Hasan
go.
doesn't yield awesome results.
I would say yields fuck all result. You just get shat on. Look what
Yeah,
happened to
that
Jay.
is, yeah.
Well, yeah, exactly. Jay's response was as charitable and thorough and fair as possible, and look at the response. I don't think it matters. The criticism is being levied. That alone gets you in trouble no matter what.
And I would there's reverse value to yield from it as well in being more aggressive. It highlights the this is a relatively serious situation. It shouldn't be treated as anything other than that. Depending on your point of view, of course, but I don't think he deserved any kind of civility, to be honest, and I still think we provided it.
Yeah, we were. I have no issue with how we behave towards him at all. He deserves worse.
Goobles? Mola, pronounce Goebbels again, please. Is that wrong?
Wait, what?
Is what?
Or was it
What were you
Goebbels?
saying?
Goebbels.
Oh, well, that's how you pronounce it.
Oh, there you go. Columbo is the best detective.
Heard that show's good.
Yeah.
I always hear really good things about it. I'd like to watch it though. It feels like one of those media, I guess things that I have omitted for whatever reason that I should look into.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind watching it either. I hear good things.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm so excited. Check out Liquid Richard's Twitter. We're about to get some banquet bangers pretty soon. Big ups to the new album.
See how the.
Alright. I guess it's a new Liquid Richard album on the way.
Alright.
Buy my plush or I will eat your family. That's Jay doing very subtle promotion for the plushie.
Oh boy.
If anyone's not aware of it,
I think, right?
still available.
So,
I don't know how long it has.
You can put it up there with your Rags and Mauler plushes.
Yeah.
Or your Drinker plushes if you got those too.
Jay, I was the third buyer. Get kicked. Wow.
Oh boy.
Why is Doom Eternal's story bad? I haven't played it. I wouldn't know.
I can't remember what the criticisms would be against it. I don't think I finished Doom Eternal. I think I got pretty close, but
I never finished
I
it.
didn't finish it.
Mola, can you sing Santa Baby for us? I'm alright.
Santa baby.
Okay, Fringy, when did you come out of your egg?
I'm not a bird.
That fish parasite
But
eats
you have
and
a beak.
Oh.
That doesn't. We've been over this. Octopi have beaks. Doesn't make them birds. Though I guess
No,
they
have
do
bills.
eggs though. No, we talked about this. We went over this on EFAP. I thought we figured it
Yeah,
all out.
that's why everyone thinks you're a bird.
I think it's fairer to assume you're a bird than an octopus.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, sure, but I never said I was an
Now,
octopus.
maybe
The point of the
you-
octopus of the comparison is that it's not a necessary component of.
I could see
beak.
him being some octopus-like Lovecraftian monstrosity who's inside of this.
No, that's
You know,
that's not part of the canon.
Oh no, isn't? Is it not? It's
It's
not like the
absolute-
deep lore.
No, that's absolutely
The deep
not part of
lore,
the
the
canon.
deep fried lore.
But then again, I don't even fully understand the fringy canon at this point.
Well, to be fair, you don't have to be a bird to come out of an egg.
It's
That's
true.
true. You could be a reptile.
Yeah.
Could be
But
a
since Fringy's
fish.
a bird, he did come out of an egg. Unless he was the first bird, and he just sort of
I am the
was created by some deity.
first common ancestor of all birds. But then I'd be a dinosaur, not a bird.
But yeah, they said
dinosaurs had bills so that Fringy could have a beak.
that fish parasite eats and then replaces the tongue. Apparently how it works.
Oh, I know. Yeah,
I know what that one is. Yeah.
Fucking gross.
that is a thing.
I now want Bane voice Tom Hardy to play Shadow in Sonic 3. You merely adopted the Chaos Emeralds. I was born from them. Molded by.
That'd be really good.
Sit or stand to wipe your bum.
What?
I don't think
Kind of
don't think anybody stands, do
Does
they?
anybody? Yeah, like what's
Stand?
who stands up?
So you reach inside the like your bum. You're sitting on the toilet and you kind of reach down in there.
Let me
while
introduce you to the
when you're-
word tilt.
tilt. Well, yeah, I never said you couldn't tilt. I was just clarifying.
You made it sound
What?
like it was a binary of you have to stand up to do it because you wouldn't want to put your hand in the toilet or something.
No, no.
I feel like this is another situation of medium rare chicken, Rags,
Yep.
where you have revealed
What?
something and you can't you can't run away from
No,
it.
what did I even? I didn't say anything. I haven't made any claim. I was just clarifying.
We were
There's
both
nothing wrong
like
with that.
baffled by the fact that you entertained standing up to wipe your hands.
As if that's
Because the
even-
only way that I could see you could stand up to wipe your ass would be like maybe. Meh.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like this is this feigned like, oh man, yeah, how could you stand up and wipe your bum? I would
No,
know.
I'm sure you could do it.
Yeah, keep up the act.
What act? All I'm saying is that I think it's probably possible to stand up and wipe your ass. Is what I'm saying.
You would know from experience, huh?
Oh, I
I
don't
would
think
know
it's
that it's
impossible. I
probably
consider it
possible.
incredibly inefficient compared.
Yeah, like, why would anybody do that?
I don't know.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, I thought of something. Okay, what if, right? You do your business and you're on the toilet, the commode, as they say some places. Maybe you put a leg up. Nah, because your pants. Ah, damn it. This would only work if you're naked. So you'd have to completely strip down for.
I mean,
For a
maybe if that's how
poo.
you do it, yeah, all right.
Well, I never wear clothes, so you take off your clothes for the poo, you fold them neatly, put them on the countertop, sit down, do your poo, and then after you're done, you stand up, sort of, right, and then you put a leg on the rim, on the rim of the bathtub, right, so you can lift a leg up, and then you wipe like that. So that you get, I don't know. Did you do that and you're all cleaned up? Then you wash your hands after a wet wipe, of course. You always finish up a good poo with a wet wipe. And then you take your clothes, put them back on, and then exit the bathroom.
Well, there you go. That's how Rags does it.
There you go. Oh, no, it was just a funny visual in my head.
Hasan is this
Ugh.
world's dung eater. He defiles and curses the videos he steals and leaves people that wash his crap dead on a chair.
Oh no.
Damn. Dung eater probably has better principles than Hasan, come on. Have any of you read the Halo books? If so, which ones would you recommend?
I read some.
I
of them.
read 3. I read the first 3, which were The Fall of Reach, The Flood, and First Strike. And I liked them all, and I would recommend them all. They are good.
I like Full of Reach.
Yeah, they're good science fiction books. It's been a long time since I read them, so don't ask me for any sort of in-depth review, but I know when I read them, I did quite enjoy them.
I remember reading one of the newer ones and thinking it was pretty bad.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Do you remember which one it was?
I got it. It was
Ghosts of
Legacy
Onyx?
of Onyx. No, it wasn't Ghosts of Onyx. It was Legacy of Onyx. It was like in
Onyx
the new
something on.
343 tenure. I was not a fan of that one. I remember finding it really ham-fisted as like the core of that one was that there's like this like teenage girl is one of the POV characters. She was on a planet that got lost and got saved by Johnson. It was like, man, that's I guess Johnson did get around, like in terms of just going around to different planets and fighting battles, but you know, and then like she has basically this is obviously post like Halo 3, so you got a whole bunch of elites that are like friendly to well, not friendly, but you know, like not with the
enemies, yeah.
So they're like you've got humans and you've got elites and some grunts living in this like Forerunner shield world. And basically, like, the main thrust of the story is that she is incredibly prejudicial towards these elites and grunts, but over time it's like, they're like me, they're people. It's like, yep, cool. This is really ham-fisted. I don't know why, like, this is not that interesting an idea. I remember, like, being super unimpressed with the dialogue, like, everybody saying exactly what they mean. There's, like, barely any subtext. I wasn't a big fan of. Yeah, I don't like it.
Well, in a book they call that subscript.
Oh, subscript, I suppose. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
that's like two jokes in one.
Problem is, I remember it would have had the same problem as it would have had the same problem as Halo 5 in terms of, like, I have no idea what the Guardians are. I don't know what the hell they do. I don't know, like, I don't understand any of, like, the stakes of what's happening here. Yeah, not a big fan of that one. And I remember I started listening to the audiobook of, like, it was like a direct sequel to Halo 5 in book form, which, you know, that's like one of those really great ideas that 343 had, where you need to, like, read books to understand what's going on in the story. And I remember I wasn't a big fan of the dialogue in that one either. Main character was Buck, but it didn't feel like Buck. It felt like some weird, I don't know, it just felt like the writer was just, like, writing dialogue that specifically advanced the plot. Yeah. But Full of Reach I like.
I like your character plushies, but I'm not gonna buy plushies of just dudes, especially not Twinkie dudes who constantly talk about coom and gay stuff. Okay. That's
your choice, I guess. Your
yeah,
loss.
you know what? Everyone can make their own decisions when it comes to a plushie. That's fine. Fringy, you are clearly a bird. Embrace it.
I'm not. I'm a plague doctor.
I suppose you could be a plague doctor and a bird, right?
I could be, but I'm not. I'm just a plague doctor.
Half of people stand, guys. It's not weird, and standing means putting your body weight on your feet, not being bolt upright. I guess at this point it's just gonna be semantically what we're referring to, because the thing is, when you stand, you're gonna be putting your things in position that makes them less accessible. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah, your cheeks are a bit more together, and yeah.
Yes, and Fringy, the first rule of improv. This isn't improv. This is just falsities about me. It's all falsehoods. It's not improv. Capital.
Wait,
All
you guys take your clothes off to
EFAP
poop? What the fuck? No, just rags.
No, I was fucking around, and I don't take off my clothes to poop because I'm a dog and I do not wear clothes. Please.
Dogs can wear, like, little jackets.
They can. They absolutely can. Like, I can accessorize.
Well, that's
very
more than
well.
an accessory at that point. That's
not
clothing.
But clothes would be different, which is why I used a different word. Yes.
The sunglasses count as clothes.
Oh, they're an accessory.
You're always wearing. I thought we had this conversation once.
We did. We agreed they were an accessory.
Did we?
Yep.
Did we?
Yep, we did.
Okay,
I can't remember.
We did. I thought what we realized was that it's a lot more complicated than that. The, like, things that we could consider accessories may well be clothes.
Perhaps it is in the eye of the beholder.
Maybe.
Which,
Yeah,
if their
we had about
sunglasses are
half,
going to be
that's
really
right.
close to your eyes.
Like a hat is an item of
I
clothing.
consider, depends what kind of hat, I think. I think most hats would be accessories, but I think some might be considered clothes if they're thorough.
What
If
about,
they're
like, a
very- if they-
helmet?
A helmet, I think helmet's an accessory.
What about armor? Is that clothing or
I think
or
armor
an
is-
accessory?
I would say the armor is... Ooh, that
So
was
here's,
tough.
see, yeah, this is why it will be tough, because a helmet is part of an armor set, or you could say that it is. It's like, well, surely if you just say armor overall, you know? And if a helmet isn't...
Because if it's a suit of
clothing,
armor,
yeah.
I could say that a suit of armor would be more clothing, but I could also see how someone would be like, when I say put on clothes and you put on armor, right? It's not like what I mean. But it sort of fulfills the role. Whereas
Armor is armor. Nice tautology. That helps us get closer to the answer to
if
this
they mean that
question.
armor is its own separate kind of thing, it can be. It
Maybe.
depends what kind of armor. Because, like, if I put on a Kevlar vest, that's not clothing, you know?
I mean, it's a vest.
Well, it's called a vest.
It is
but
a
I don't know
vest,
how it
by
actually...
by all metrics. The only difference is that bullets don't go through it.
Because it's really just it's held on by straps, and it's a plate carrier with a vest in it, or sorry, with a plate inside of it. Which I don't know if that constitutes a vest. What is a vest, I suppose?
Clothing are items worn on the body. Typically, clothing is made of fabrics or textiles, but over time it is included garments made of animal skin and other thin sheets of material and natural products found in the environment put together. I don't see how armor doesn't fit into that definition. The only reason
if the definition is items worn to cover the body, then yeah, loads of things are clothes.
Yeah, that would be because sunglasses cover the eyes, but at that point, like a bracelet would be clothing.
It is an item. Yeah, I guess it would be, right? Maybe clothing is the overarching thing, but accessories is just the term that we use to subcategorize.
Maybe.
Much in the same way that armor is a subcategorization of clothing.
Yeah, seems that way, but there were so many people
but
who
it's
really
specialized to protect you.
But confidently saying no, it's not. And it's like, guys, look up definitions every now and then. You might be surprised by what you find out.
The world is changing. Definitions.
Yeah.
Scary.
Mm-hmm.
While free play in Skywalker Saga is interesting, there's not much point in collecting all the Kyber bricks. What you really need are the studs to unlock all characters and ships. I didn't even have interest in that. They killed my interest. They murdered it. Stabbed it in the back.
I can and did, and it seems to comport with the definition that we just read, so...
I mean, yeah, I mean, I don't care, really, if it's considered or not, but it seems like it is.
No, it's not. It's like, yep, well...
All of this because of someone talking about if you stand when you shit. Or wipe.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because what I'm seeing from discussions is like people saying it shouldn't be called clothing because clothing's meant to protect from the elements while armor's meant to protect you from like more important things. It's like, that's not really a great way.
It does protect you from elements like steel and shit.
Well, and it makes you wonder where the
right?
line exactly would be, right? Because
yeah,
when you get harder and harder materials, and it's still protect, like you can get armor that's built to keep you warm as well, you know?
Yeah. Well, yeah, exactly. Like what the purpose? I feel like the purpose is not really it. You wear it. That's.
I think that's a decent general difference that you can use to separate.
That would define the subcategory. I would agree. The subcategory of clothing. The category of clothing. I mean.
When Ivan Vanko said, "I want my bird" in Iron Man 2, he wanted Fringy. What he kept saying. This isn't my bird when he got a pale white one. He was looking for the green one. I see.
That's an interesting theory, but false.
I think it's a scientific theory, where it's basically a fact.
Speaking of sci-fi books, Ian M. Banks' Culture series are masterworks in the genre.
Yeah, I want to read some of it.
Oh yeah, that's probably a good point. John Wick's bulletproof suit. No way you're not calling that clothing, right?
Yeah, that's definitely clothing.
Yeah, but it's armor though.
Yep.
Yeah.
Help! My freeform sci-fi roleplay DM just keeps lifting entire plots and ideas from video games by just changing a few names. He's been doing it for a decade and I can't take it anymore. I'm going mad and I want to use new lore. We
tell him not to do that.
Even did a reset so my friend could bring in the stuff my friend made, but he just entirely made the entire universe revolve around his stuff, leaving no room for anybody else to bring in their writing. He won't even let me bring in my lore. How do I deal with this? He's been a friend.
Tell him.
For a decade, do I just let him continue to do his ego-driven agenda and extract what fun I can? Or do I try to run my own campaign and then just keep him on a tight leash to make sure that my other friends can have fun? It's mostly that he refuses to let anyone other than his stuff be special. An absolute death grip on the story, doing constant Deus Ex Machinas to stop people using powers that go off his pre-decided solutions, since roleplay are video games, I guess. Bad face.
You should just tell him. You should tell him how you feel and tell him about the impact it has on your enjoyment and other people's enjoyment.
I agree. And you might even want to do maybe an intervention with the other players.
Yeah, speak to him privately. You know, tell him your concerns, but don't, because, but you do need to be, if you're not having fun, that's the death knell of things.
Yeah,
when it comes to tabletop stuff, I mean, like, having fun really is just that's ultimately the goal. And if you're not having fun, then that's going to kill everything, story or not. Even if he thinks it's a great story, if the players aren't having fun, then they're just not going to care and they're going to stop showing up. And it's going to be just going to be miserable and it's going to die. You need to talk to him. Tell him how you feel. Tell him why.
Yeah, and it can always be nice and chill, nice and civil, just see how he reacts, and then maybe it is for the best that you start your own one. Who knows? Could also be that he's like, okay, it's time to implement other things.
Yes. Yep.
You know who shares my birthday? Mustache Man, and I heard he had a great party. Today is April 20th. Still is for me. It still isn't for Fringy.
No,
it is for me all day.
Imagine standing while bent cheeks are still open. Imagine standing while bent cheeks are still open. Alright, moving on. Hi, Rags.
Hello!
Yoda is censored in Battlefield 5. Yoda?
It is? Yo, let me check. I'm playing it right now. Yoda. You cannot say Yoda! It's true!
What did Yoda do?
You can't say Yoda! That's unbelievable!
What did Yoda do?
This article's being written right now. What did Yoda do?
I typed it in chat, and so it's just 4 asterisks, and so I said, you cannot say the little green man from Star Wars. That's insane. I don't even know why.
I don't know. Yeah, there's nothing for me to say, because I'm just so... What in the world? What?
Oh, yeah, that is almost... Shockingly, as much as I really like Battlefield 5, it is the most oppressive chat I've ever seen in a game. You can the Yoda one's bad because you wonder, it doesn't make any sense. But let me double check which one it was real quick. Yeah, you cannot type in wasn't. The contraction of was not, that is censored.
I think that makes sense.
Say
I've been hit by that word. Just do a handstand. Problem solved. Oh.
Yeah. Oh, and since it's topical, it is 420. Hitler is censored in the Battlefield 5 chat. The World War II game.
I mean, that one doesn't surprise me at all, but the Yoda one definitely does.
You cannot say InfoWars. They made sure that you were not allowed to say that.
Again, that one surprises me less than Yoda.
Yoda's one where it's like, why?
Yeah, it's like, how could someone possibly use this in a context that could even be regarded as offensive?
You crumple, TP, or fold it neatly to wipe? Who the fuck crumples?
Fold it neatly, of course. What, do you think I'm 5?
Don't crumple. Doing that. That's evil. Would you rather have inertia control, Mach 5 speed, or time phase with your normal speed?
Time phase with your normal speed?
I have no idea.
Like you move, like you pause time, but you can move like you typically would do? Someone said, wait, Rags, you really like Battlefield 5? Yeah, Battlefield 5 is a fucking tragedy. Because it's like, it might legit be my favorite. I think, you know what, I'll say it. It is my favorite Battlefield game. And I've played basically all of them for very long extended periods of time, and I think Battlefield 5 is actually my favorite. But that's why it's a tragedy. Because it's so damn good, and they absolutely have ruined it with this cuckery. I say they ruined it. They have crippled it immensely in the eyes of the gaming public. People have a very negative perception of this game, especially people who haven't played it. So why even bother supporting Activision or EA? Oh, no, I didn't give them. They said if I don't like it, don't buy it. So I got a key from a key seller. Yeah, I didn't fucking give EA any money. They were very specific.
Out of those options, I'm just going to go with the time phase one. I'm interested in any kind of time control, I suppose. I don't really want to go
me too.
super
It would be
duper
fun to
fast.
play around with during the day.
To be fair, Amber stood to poop on the bed. Do you think she sat down to wipe or continued standing? I think she probably did a clean poo and then went to the toilet and did the cleanup part because she just wanted the poo, you know, the message. You don't want it smeared and stuff. You want poo. Very straightforward. Also, hi Mauler, Long, Fringy, Bird, and Rags Dog. Hashtag me poo.
Hello. Oh, me poo. Nice.
I don't really know what a prophet is. He's like some dude who shoots a big laser from Halo Wars. Morley, you can't keep revealing yourself as an ultra-based Halo Wars player. I can't take all this teasing. I just keep cooming. I never played the second one.
I've heard that the second one's quite good. I've got a friend who really likes
A
it.
little bit of it.
Is it
Not a whole lot.
does it have a player base of any kind?
Not sure that it's like 4 or 5 years old at this point, so don't know.
I don't know. I legit don't know.
Censorship should be illegal. I don't know about that. There's gonna be
Yeah.
crazy extreme instances where we would probably value censorship. But in the way that it often gets used, we're definitely not cool with it. I literally can't say hit. Oh, you can't say hit? Oh, and they sent a second one with "l." Sorry for the confusion. I'm not surprised that they've banned that. They're stupid. Of course they've banned that. The Yoda one is just, I don't see what the connection is. I don't.
Yeah, like even though I don't think it should be censored, I see why they censored some things. But some I just don't understand. Like Yoda and hasn't. Like why can't I say
Hasan is a weird one.
Yeah, well,
Oh, you think it wasn't?
I don't get it. Yeah, it's what it might be both. Let me
Hasn't and wasn't.
No, they're both censored.
Oh, no.
Fuck me.
Rags, can you say orc? Are you allowed to say orc in the chat?
Orc?
Yeah.
Ooh, let me check. Orc, let me try with a K. You can say both with a C and a K.
Right, he said Ukrainians have been using that word to describe Russians lately. Maybe it's connected in some way to that stuff, I don't know. But apparently you can say them, so. And yes, Reddit did censor it at one point. What, the word orc?
Wow.
So weird, man. You'd wonder what the limits are on that. Like, if I start using the word poo to describe Russians, does that... They're like, right, can't be using poo across all of Reddit. What about the?
The?
Yeah, not... I don't mean for that. I mean if we used that to describe someone negatively, and then they ban that.
Yeah, they'll capitulate on any word. I think the people who are this censorious, they absolutely have no principle whatsoever in this regard. They will abandon any word. They will let the other side have it, yeah.
The biggest sad is that I've been... Alright, the biggest sad is that I've asked him about this before, and he said okay, but then just continues doing it the next day after changing. Crying face. That's about the role-playing MMO. Oh, sorry.
Then leave. Just then stop. If you're not having fun, then stop playing with them. If this is such an issue that you're just like apparently miserable about it and you hate it, don't play.
I mean, you've got an in there.
Message.
You've talked about it before, say that nothing changed, and this time you're asking definitively for changes to happen. If they don't, then you're going to start your own because you've had enough.
Yeah, just leave. Yeah.
Sorry to hear though. Sounds awkward. But
Yeah, some people, I don't know, when it comes to stories and stuff, that's the thing some GMs have. They have this is my story that I'm trying to tell, and the players are just pawns in a story that I want to have happen. Instead of I'm making kind of a world for players to be the story, the characters in.
Well, please turn off the Mario Kart idle screen. No, it's like that for a reason.
It's beautiful.
Like
Yeah.
The music's pretty quiet and the visuals are more engaging than nothing being there, I think. Yeah, because according to OBS, all three of us double the volume of the background music, so it can't be that bad. Unless you just hate the tune, which Mario Kart Double Dash. Yeah. Come on, pretty chill. Me and Frank talked about this being played in the void. No, you're okay. You're fine. Streamlabs ones. I will have to grab them. That's my bad. I forgot to grab them for today, but I'll put them all at the beginning of the next Wednesday ones. Actually no. Our plan is this Saturday to do an EFAP that's specifically about catching up on Streamlabs Super Chats, because we're rather behind. We've got many modes in which we're going to engage with catching it up, including the stream you've just heard now. But I'll do Streamlabs at the beginning of the next EFAP. They'll all be done there. That's 3 days. Friday. Yeah, I know days. I can't think of anything to announce or remind anybody of. I got open bar tomorrow, and then yeah, I think it'll just be. And work is still just going on new projects, as is the case for the lot of us, I believe.
Absolutely. I should have a new video out this week.
Oh, awesome.
Sweet.
Can't say I got anything this week, but we're getting close. Yeah, getting close. Still a lot of work to do, but getting. And Cosmoronic 11 is up tomorrow on YouTube. No, don't have anything else right now.
That's because we've caught up with today's as well, so that's about it from us.
Sweet.
Oh, wow.
Unless there's anything you guys wanted to talk about or say.
Oh, I suppose
More than what
not.
was just said.
I suppose not. We've chatted about this, that, and the other thing, and that was fun.
Yes. In that case, I suppose all I've got to say is, goodbye, basically.
Yeah, see you all later.
Have fun.
Yeah, goodbye, everybody.
Wherever
We
you're
will
up
catch
to.
you soonish.
Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for donations. And we'll see you Saturday. Goodbye.
Bye, everyone. See you Saturday.